Curse of Strahd, Session 8, title to be determined. Let's go to the recap. Katya.
Hi.
I.
Okay, so the last session we started off in the inn and we were like discussing what to do and if we were going to go for Ismark, and we had a discussion with Bertavio and Irina got a room, and then it turns out the inn is run by a cleric and it's on hallowed ground, so like undead things can't get inside it. But then vampire spawn showed up and they were like, attacking things and causing chaos. And the cleric who ran the place was like 300 gold pieces for a head. So we all went outside and it almost went super badly. But like Linebeck did this thing with Gizenshaw where he like set the vampires on fire, and it was so OP. So we managed to kill for real one of the vampire spawn and poof the other back into like mist bat form, half dead form, whatever. And then the third vampire, who was a mage, was not a vampire. It was 3 kobolds in a trench coat who were actually Strahd's very much abused tailors. They like follow whoever's strongest, so they work for our father, but then they also surrendered to Storm and Valtor, so they like work for us now. So we took a lot, like we did like I don't remember if we long rested. I think we long rested. And now we're on our way to go meet up with Ismark to find out if he's real Ismark or if he's a fake traitor Ismark. And also, we found out that the kobolds knew the twins' mother, and we have like a secret third sister, and we don't know what happened to her because the kobolds are cursed and they can't say anything.
We're triplets, which is insane.
Okay, but that's if you all were born at the. You might just have a sister that's older or younger.
Fair.
Maybe.
I have so many questions.
When don't you?
Whenever I'm not playing D&D.
Did we actually have a long rest? Because I had to dip
Yeah.
out early. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
We did have a long rest.
We
okay.
slept overnight and the kobolds curled up really cute into a little puddle.
Oh, yeah.
They tied their tails together, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that means I get my rage back again. Rrr.
Woo! I don't remember a lot of stuff from last session, but I do remember the kobolds.
Yes. I remember I had to basically gag Sung because she went feral.
Good
I
on
remember
Tyrion
that.
for doing that.
You know, not a lot happened last session, but at the same time, a lot happened.
It was
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
fun. We got to satisfy our bloodlust.
You guys love fucking combat.
We
Yep.
do.
Combat.
To me.
Better bring up another combat.
What,
'cause
who
we
lied
didn't
to
get
you?
it for Sunday.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'd be like, 50-50, and you're like, okay, I'm fine with 50-50. In reality, is you
Well,
guys
the thing
got
is, it's never 50-50. It's mostly RP, and then
Yeah,
occasionally
fair
it's
enough,
combat.
fair enough.
Which I'm fine with.
90-10.
That's like perfect for me. It's like mostly RP and then just a little bit of combat for a little bit of spice.
Nah,
Meanwhile, fucking Katya's
it's
like, I
like
want to blow
80-20.
things up.
just saying so I think it's the DM that lied to us.
It's like
False
80
advertising.
It wasn't false advertising, it was optimistic.
You're like, oh, it's 50-50. No, it's more like 80-20.
Listen, you just didn't know the group you were signing on for.
Yeah, okay, look, man. You guys are quite literally the people who wrote 140 pages of RP in the first week, so don't at me.
Wee.
That was not in the first week. Give us credit. That was like the second or third week.
No, I'm saying in like 1 week is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant how many weeks in we were. And I was like, we weren't that. We didn't write that much at the start.
And then of course the first fucking combat happened technically out of fucking session. Out of session.
I know. We just kept going. We just committed.
Yeah, the problem is you guys had like a good solution to bring it back to the airship. And I was like, fuck. I can't just have a Batman grapple away. So.
No Batman grapple. Too easy.
That's good point. I'll remove that magic item.
Good.
my
We're not gonna
God.
get it anyway.
You don't know. Alright. So, you guys have come back to the inn. And it's after a nice, restful waking up. Everyone's having a good time. Come down to get some food. And suddenly, the innkeeper is sitting at a very wide table with all of his employees, and they're having a quiet conversation in the back.
Wait.
Didn't
I
we already
don't
leave
mean
the
to
inn?
Yeah, we were already
interrupt,
like in
but
the carriage.
we were
you're
in the
right.
RV.
You absolutely did. My fucking bad. Okay. To be fair though, like, the recap didn't indicate that. You know. So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This could just be a flashback. This is just a flashback to like
It's
what happened
all
that
my
morning.
fault.
Okay, yeah. So before you guys left, you will have learned the innkeeper will have been upset, and he will have accused you of theft.
What?
You have
And what
stolen
is-
something that is very precious to our town. You're the only people that could have done it.
And why are we the only ones that could have done it? We did not leave the inn last night, and we even aided you in battle.
No one else says names. No, he says no, he says the other people that he has had visit his inn, he trusts implicitly.
Well, that's bullshit. Maybe you should trust them less.
What
She's
was
right.
stolen?
Sacred. Hold on. Let me figure out. I want to make sure I got the name right. The bones of Saint Andral.
Bones.
Hang on, spell Andral.
Oh.
Andral. Storm. Wait, who's a fucking paladin here?
Me.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You get the sense that this ground is no longer hallowed.
Oh fuck.
Big oh no. Is Irina okay if it's no longer hallowed?
No.
It's still
Is she-
pretty. I mean, it's still pretty solidly defended. So it still has like physical safeguards. And
Is
it
Irina
Okay.
visible? Is she at the bar drinking something? Is she okay?
She's drinking heavily.
Lots and lots of orange juice.
Farian is still playing with his puzzle cube.
Oh my
So wait,
god.
does the innkeeper guy have a name, or is he just an innkeeper?
He actually does. Give me a second. Erwin Marketov.
Erwin. That's such a weird name. Okay. Everyone in this town has names that start with I. Erwin, Irina, Ismark. Okay. So I'm
Barovians
going
like
to
their names that start with I.
I'm just saying. So I'm gonna like swear to the innkeeper that we had nothing to do with it and say that we have to go run and meet someone, but tomorrow we'll come back and try and find them because we're very invested in making sure that our friend is safe while she stays here.
He says fine, but you better bring back the wine too.
The wine.
Why do you assume everything that's gone wrong here is our fault?
He looks at you flatly.
I look back at him flatly.
He smiles slightly, as if showing his teeth.
Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Song is just gonna place like a hand on Storm's shoulder at that and just
It may be best if we go ahead and head out.
I'm
Where
gonna
exactly were
twink
you
it at you.
expecting-
I don't like this guy.
Song's gonna twink it back and just be like, I don't like him either, but I'm not in the mood to get into a fight before we have a
He looks
potential
at
one on the
Edith. He
horizon.
says, "Are they twitching? Are they
Edicts.
okay? Oh, sorry.
What's he doing here?
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
He looks at Lineback.
He disappears in a burst of hellfire. Shut the fuck up. Lineback.
No.
He looks at Lineback and he's gonna be like, are they seizuring? What the fuck is going on with their hand?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't concern you. Now,
Don't
where
be
were you
jealous.
expecting wine from?
Wizards of the Wines are supposed to deliver our wine, and they haven't. Normally, it was not that big of a deal. However, a small amount of wine is necessary in the spell making. I have to have the wine when I get the bones back to reconsecrate.
Okay.
Plus, I'm almost out.
Okay. So you need the wine and you need the bones. Have they ever been late before?
The wine? Very rarely. Usually just due to shipment issues, but...
Okay. So if you tell us where the vineyard is, that's where wine's made, right? If you tell us where
Yeah.
the vineyard is,
Mhm.
we'll go and we'll make sure to check it out.
He will give you directions to the vineyard.
Awesome. Is it like close by, or is it like?
It's a great fucking question. I think pretty sure it's like in the city. Don't
I'm just
ask
figuring out if we have time
Don't
before
ask
the
questions
dinner.
you don't want the answer to. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we're just trying to
Wait,
figure
what
out
did
because
you
we have.
say? What
We have the
winery
dinner
are we
tonight, and
supposed
we're
to get
going
it
to
from?
Ismark already.
Wizard of the
Vineyard.
Wines. It's a
Wizards of the
yeah.
Wizards of
Wizards
the
of the
Wine.
Wine.
Man, I didn't make the
Hate
fucking
those
name.
guys.
I'm just gonna say, like, I didn't make the fucking name. Okay. Wizard of
I love
Wines.
it so much.
Yeah. Wizard of Wines Winery.
I love that so much.
I mean, could always make mead.
Yes, you have to follow the road to the east, and then at a certain fork, you take a left up a stone path. So
Okay.
just a little bit of off-roading.
Okay.
GM, I can't look at the Tailspire map.
Okay.
I want
I'm
to
on
see the
Farians.
map.
We can't.
Very well.
Waiting on GM.
What's that?
Okay. So.
Oh, do we gotta
Marion,
go all
what
the
is
way
that?
up here?
It's to the
Don't know
west.
that
Yes.
What's that over there? The tower.
Yeah,
You
that's the
fuckers
tower.
don't know. Stop looking.
It's the
Wait,
wizard tower.
okay. You said to the north, and then a fork to the east.
No, to the west, and then there's like a fork.
So this right here
Ah.
is the vineyard.
Okay.
That's so cool for a vineyard.
Or at least that's where he is, where the description says it should be. Either
Okay.
that or it's way over here.
It's to the
Yeah,
west.
Right here.
I don't think it's that.
You guys don't need exact fucking positionings. You don't have the fucking map.
Yeah, we don't have we have no idea.
I require exact positionings for my RP, okay? This is a requirement.
Okay, so logically, above table, we are going to Ismark first, right? That's his name,
Yep.
Ismark.
Yeah.
Ismark
Yeah.
first, then we have a day until the Strahd thing, so we may have to go from there straight to Strahd, and then come back, or should we?
I thought Strahd was tonight. I thought we were going straight from Ismark
Strahd
to
is tomorrow.
Strahd is
Strahd's
tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's
And
it's
Ismark
a
is
12-hour
back this
drive.
way.
Yeah, it was like half a day ride or something to get there, or longer.
Okay. You have enough time to go meet with Ismark and then go to Strahd.
Yep,
Okay.
which is the plan.
And then we'll loop back
We
and
have
look
a
for
long
bones.
way to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop at the vineyard on our way back.
Mm-hmm.
I
I-
will
Vineyard's
also
to the
kick
west
it
of the
into
city,
second gear.
so
I mean, Strahd is in the exact opposite direction of where Ismark and the winery is.
So should
No,
we?
Strahd is
It's to
actually
the
if we're
south.
we
No,
have to
Strahd is to
backpack
the south.
towards Strahd's castle. Yeah,
Strahd's to the east, actually.
and Ismark is to the south.
Okay, well, I'm going off of the position of what you're telling me in narrative and not the compass of the map.
Right, I'm going off of the compass of the map from where we are.
I
'cause
mean, the compass of the
technically
map
we're
is still
supposed
accurate
to-
to like the fucking map. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what to say.
We're
So-
supposed to meet Ismark around here, if you can see on my stream.
So
I don't
that's
have
the
his stream pulled
question.
up.
We have enough time to go to Ismark and go to Strahd. So I think that should just be what we do. We should plan for the worst with Ismark.
Yep.
And then the Bones and Winery will have to be after, unless we think that is more pressing than meeting with Ismark.
No, I think Ismark is probably on the path of something working for Strahd had to take the bones, because we didn't do it.
Yeah. But why would
Unless
we
it
not
was
want to
Teeny
use
Guy.
Bones?
My money is on the kobolds.
That's actually fair.
Actually, a possibility.
Okay, hang on. So before we leave, can we say that we check out or we ask if he'll show us where the bones were so we can look at where they were stolen from?
Queen, I love you. We're on the same wavelength. I was just thinking that.
Since we don't know where they were taken from, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
asked Erwin. Can you because I mean, if they were just lying around in his closet, then anyone could have taken them. Probably not. But if they were
They were in the
super
sealed,
protect-
contained basement.
okay, does it look like it was broken into by force?
Pretty much.
Okay, so probably not a magic user.
Actually,
if they
there's
just-
literally a fucking map already posted in the Strahd bookkeeping channel, by the way. Your guys' version of the map. There's even a red circle where you're supposed to fucking meet Ismark.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
And that is basically slightly to the west of Barovia.
Which I was marking on the map with the Tailspire.
Wait, what?
Wait, aren't we
So-
Aren't we further than Barovia now?
No,
Isn't that
yeah.
Yeah, we're in Valakai.
We started in Barovia. We started
Yeah.
in Barovia
The
town.
village of
We're supposed to
Barovia,
meet-
yes.
What
We're
village
supposed
of
to be
Barovia?
slightly west of that, and we're all the way up in Valakai.
What? No, we're not. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this
we're in
right
Valakai.
here.
That's why Sir Pool is where we were supposed to meet him. We would be completely
No.
backtracking.
Yeah,
You
we
have
are
to
backtracking.
return.
but-
Yes, that's the whole fucking point.
Okay, no, it's fine. I got this.
So
Okay.
If you, for those of looking at the stream of Tailspire, this point right here is where the red circle is. This is where we're supposed to meet him.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Can I ask Erwin who knew about the bones?
Who knew about the bones?
Yeah.
No one should have known besides him.
No, you're a little bit off.
Yeah,
It's,
I
know.
it's where the
He
horse
didn't
is at.
mention it to anyone
Okay.
ever.
Because that's where the fork is at.
Right.
No one.
You've
like,
Not
no.
like-
You've never spoken of the bones aloud?
He reaffirms no. No one should have known.
Listen, he might talk to himself out loud. I don't know.
Okay. God, I'm hoping Strahd didn't find out and take them somehow. But they can't have been stolen by an undead person, because, hallowed ground. So they were in fact taken by someone alive. Can I ask him about everyone who was at the inn like last night, and like if anyone jumps out?
As far as he knows, nothing in particular. Again, the people that have been around have been around a long, long time, and nothing's happened since you
Yeah.
guys rode up.
Yeah, we're instigators.
You might. Voltor would go over and ask the kobolds, "Did you take anything?" And it's a kind of deadpan
They
voice.
look a little guilty.
Oh.
He
I
puts
should-
his
I have
hand
it.
out. Give it here.
They they give you a shiny brass nail.
Okay.
my.
Okay,
give it
hold
give
on.
it back to them.
I just
Voltor
had a
ta-
thought.
Voltor
Yeah.
takes it and says, "Anything else?"
They give you a small electrum penny.
Oh,
Please
What
give them
if-
their
Little
things back.
magpies. What's up, Edix? You're not fuck. What's up, Rule?
What if
back.
Fizzlebang took it and gave it to the dogs in hell?
Don't joke.
Oh God. Well, those bones are gone.
Can
No,
Fizzlebang
they're not
actually
gone.
come to this dimension? That's
We
Maybe?
have had multiple instances where characters have been seen going to and fro in this game,
Yeah.
Fair.
and time is a little bit fucky.
Yeah, and we know that Hidden Heavens, Strahd, and our world all
essentially,
connect.
Like, your characters wouldn't know, but you would know that, like, you saw him being, like, tentacled away through different dimensions in the sky.
fair.
Yeah, he
That
also went to
wasn't
New York.
Fizzlebang though. That was that weird
No, it was
gnome
Fizzlebang.
wizard. That
That was
was
Fizzlebang.
specifically different from Fizzlebang because we
Yeah.
asked about it, and that was not Fizzlebang.
Oh yeah, that was the shoe guy.
Yeah.
You didn't find
Yeah.
the shoe. You asked if you found one. No, you didn't.
No, I found his leg.
Yeah, and we found the shoe because we hung on to it. We found one shoe.
Fair enough.
The other shoe is somewhere in Barovia.
If
Hey,
you
remind
should've
me
liked
how
those
much-
shoes, you could go home.
Remind me how much gold we got for killing those two. The kobolds negotiated us for 500?
400.
400.
Please, someone
So we
put
got
that in bookkeeping.
400 gold.
I'm putting it in bookkeeping right now.
Okay.
All I can imagine, I'm sorry, is the shoes are like the Dorothy shoes, and you just tap your heels, and you're just like, no place like home, no place like home.
I mean, they are like red high heels. So
Oh, yeah. Actually, while we're here, Farian will, while he's still working on the puzzle, like just completely distracted, he's gonna, Farian's gonna go up to Are you Varula or Voltor in this one?
Voltor.
Voltor, thank you. V names, both of them, and with my dyslexia, it's hard to keep. Farian's just going to hold out the empty the pouch of vampire dust and hand it to Voltor and just wander off, still playing with the puzzle box.
Oh yeah, Farian. The vampire dust is like worth super a lot of money if we
Yeah,
want to
I am
sell it.
aware.
Voltor pockets that also, knowing that it's actually quite valuable and is interested in looking over its magical properties. But he goes to the kobolds. Give me everything that you took from this place.
They kind of hunch together a little bit.
Everything.
Are you sure?
That they've stolen from this location.
Okay, hold on.
No,
Hang on,
everything.
My headphones cut out. Did you just say we did steal from this place?
No,
The
no, no,
kobolds
the
stole a bunch
kobolds.
of stuff.
They're
Bunch of stuff.
being magpies.
A little
They've been magpieing from here.
I
Oh,
love
can we
that.
ask?
Um,
Can we ask Erwin just one
3
last question? Does he
keys.
know? Oh.
Did
3
you say
keys.
3
3
keys?
keys,
Oh,
yep.
okay.
One for each of them.
4 shiny chess pieces.
I should probably put this in the Strahd bookkeeping.
Hopefully
do
you're
it.
gonna give them their chess
Okay.
pieces back.
We're gonna give them back.
Voltor's not a
Keys,
thief.
you have obsidian, you have ruby, you have sapphire.
I have an idea for.
There is a fine silk handkerchief,
Ooh.
a small silver knife, 5 rabbit's feet, a needle that never bends, a
They were
vial
gonna
of
curse us.
dragon's blood, a deck of playing cards that only have the Joker, and 16 very shiny iron rings. Looking at
And
it
you
closer,
stole
they
all
were
that
clearly
from
taken
here?
away from chains. They were like pieces of chain.
If Farian would look at him like, "You stole all of that from here?"
They nod.
I'm surprised.
We
she
need to
didn't
give that
take
dragon
one
blood
of those.
back ASAP.
Voltor takes it all into like a bag, or let's say handed it to him in a bag.
Does
And
does anyone know the gif of Sinbad where the dude's unloading all the things from his
Yes.
person? It's that.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
So wait, can I ask one last question? Not about the bones. Does he know anyone where a place we could get our weapons like slightly enchanted?
When you mean slightly enchanted.
Like like magic weapon. Like I know magic weapons are like so fucking expensive, so I don't want to like just try and
Silver.
buy one for 400.
If they're even available.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if there's anyone around who could like magic weapon or anything like with the
Bare
No.
minimum,
However,
we
a
could get them
blacksmith could
silvered.
potentially silver your weapons to make them more effective against undead.
Ooh.
is there a blacksmith in
Speaking
town?
of
Yep.
Speaking of magic weapons, we long rested. Can I can I recharge my wand?
No.
Yes. The answer is yes. Hopefully.
that is how it's supposed to work, at least.
Theo.
It licks your hand.
My wand, that's not the weirdest thing Song has ever had happen. She's gonna wipe her hand off, kind of give it a concerned look. I'm rolling. Ooh, I got 5 charges back.
Woo.
Yeah.
5 eyes open on it.
Oh god. Oh, speaking of eyes, is my little bracelet still on?
Yep.
Yeah, you
Can
still
Song-
got Charlie.
Is there a complimentary breakfast?
Nope.
No.
Damn. So at that point, she's just gonna reach in her ration pack and offer it a bit of jerky from her rations.
You could just ask the kobolds to steal some pancakes.
They begin to pull out pieces of bacon and carrots
Hey.
Oh, I think with that Song a bit down, just can I have a bit
and
of
a
that?
whole cabbage.
She's gonna hold her hand out. Just can I have a bit?
They write down bit.
She wants some bacon.
I just want a few pieces.
They look very nervous. Something is
It's-
moving inside their cloak.
What did you take? Did you take something alive?
Is there an entire pig or little pig
A
in
little
there?
pig pops its head out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love him.
Where did
We
you
have-
get that?
They draw a tiny person.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Share with the class. Oh.
What? I
Share
just
with the...
did.
Is breakfast expensive here, Theo?
It's decently expensive.
How much would a silver piece get her?
Well, considering that the innkeeper primarily deals in Electrum, not all that much.
Also, he suspects us of thievery.
Um,
Let's just eat the pig.
Electrum is 5 silver. I have gold.
so I just to make sure, because I'm really tired. We're not missing any of the things that none of these things that
No
they stole
bones.
were that were there. And he's only
No,
reported the bones
no,
missing.
these are all knickknacks.
Okay.
However, we still need to return all of it if they stole it all.
Yeah.
Do we though?
Go to the local police department or whatever. The constable. Go to the constable and drop all of these in the lost and
No,
found.
no, I asked where did they steal it from, so I'd probably just ask the innkeeper to give it back.
Song and Storm in the corner, just like. But hear me
Salivating.
out. Yeah, like we just sell it. We get some extra
They
coin. They
No.
don't get it out, but they're
they draw-
twin canting.
They draw a picture.
Okay,
you.
you.
Okay, I can talk now. They draw a picture of a Vistani camp.
Oh, well, we can't give that back.
No.
I specifically asked for everything that was stolen from this location.
From the
They
inn.
sh- yeah.
They point to the pig.
I'm gonna be like, you guys did great, but try not to
Okay.
steal from like human people, okay?
Or at all. I would
Yeah.
prefer at all. Linebeck looking very
Meanwhile-
disapprovingly
Meanwhile,
at the
Cox
fact that
Song
you
and Storm
insinuated
sweating.
stealing is okay.
Meanwhile, Storm's like, but it's source of income.
That's exactly
So
what
it's
Storm
like,
and Song
listen,
are
you're
both
not even the
doing.
one they swore their loyalty to, so.
Yeah, well, while this is going on, Farian's just going to go to the bartender. Like, he is walking around still playing with this puzzle cube, not even paying attention, but he's perfectly pathing around, talking to people, going around, sets 2 gold on the counter at the bartender, like, give me as much food as this'll get, and just stands there waiting, just playing with the puzzle cube.
Gives you a good amount of food.
I will bag it up and hand some to Song and hand a couple to the kobolds, and the rest gets packed up in my rations bag. And just stopping for a second, I'm going to pull the cutlery out of my mess kit and hand a knife, a fork, and a spoon each to, well, one each to one kobold gets a knife, one kobold gets a fork, and one gets a spoon.
The spoon feels a little bit less like he's loved.
Oh, no!
Why?
All 3 of them pull out their little a little chest that they can kind of sit on, and on the top of it is carved in misspelling words of Dragon Horde, and they put it inside the box.
Oh, I love them so much. If anything happens to these kobolds, I swear.
They're probably gonna try and
Okay,
kill
well
us
now
again
that
once we
you
get back
voiced
to
it,
that.
something's going to happen. Thanks.
Well, yeah, fair.
Okay,
no.
so we eat the breakfast. I can't think of anything else to ask Erwin,
Yeah,
so we eat the
Song-
breakfast and then we're on our way to his.
Yeah, Song's just gonna give Varian like a little thank you, and then she's gonna feed her little bracelet as they're heading out.
Valtor gives back everything that he thinks came from the inn to the innkeeper, and saying, "This is all we found so far.
They
We'll
are
keep looking for the
continuously
bones."
pulling out objects.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take it from Valtor and
Do
I'll
they
just
have
be like,
like a
"Well,
bag
later.
of
We don't-
holding?
we
Where are
don't
they
want to prove
storing
it
all of
Pulling
this
it from a
stuff?
chest.
They have a chest of items.
Chest of holding. Apparently, these are
I'm
kobolds.
gonna
Oh, just what they've given so far. Valtor would go over and give it back to the innkeeper.
I mean, I would pull you aside, Valtor.
You get the
This guy
sense
just
that you think
accuses
they're
of being
giving you
thieves.
gifts.
Oh, they're like little crows.
I take the bag. Like Valtor.
You can't just Valter probably would have given it to you in this case. Like
He would not.
No, he thinks it's just. I mean, he's not a thief. He doesn't want this like. He doesn't want
I am a
things to be
former thief.
stolen.
I'd be like, they're
Meanwhile,
giving me
Rula would
gifts.
go for the throat.
Yeah.
She'd be like, all right, how much exact income can we extract from the situation?
Besides, let's at least return them after we find the bones and whatever happens to the wine. I don't want to be giving stolen items to the guy who just accused us of thieving.
I don't have to say where they came from. We could just say we found them.
What, just on the floor?
We've tried that lie before. It doesn't work very well.
Or that we killed and punished the thieves that we found out back. Valter's not opposed to lying.
Technically, you did punish them.
Exactly.
Yeah. The twins like looking at each other, like doing like the little hand thing.
Okay, I pull out the chess pieces and the handkerchief. And I'm like, okay, return these. And then we'll keep the other stuff for now and return it later.
Most of that's just like garbage anyway.
Inside their box, if you happen to look into it, you can basically see what amounts to a small little, like a miniature cavern filled with junk.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the stuff has come from all over. It's not even. We don't even know if we can return it to the people it came from, so.
They have in the prized possession a little buckle with the word S on it.
Oh.
That is clearly stolen from someone important.
Oh god, is it Strahd's?
No, it's
Lineback.
for Strahd.
Oh, sorry. Well, what'd you say?
Linebeck will go to the barkeep and inquire on if there are any like alchemists or wizards that would have need of any type of magical creature's blood in the city.
All right, yeah, winning him over slowly, yeah. Okay, let me see what
Well,
all is in this
he
city.
wants to make sure that the most expensive item of that whole set is going to find its place back.
Fair enough. All right.
Like, he's already in an uphill battle to freaking return at least one item in that whole stash because of the party. So he's going to at least get the blood back to where it needs to go.
But that's the most expensive. We could sell it for more coins.
We could drink
No,
it and see if
it
it
is
gives us fire
not
breathing.
yours. Bad bonk.
Linebeck's
I want
like
to try.
smacking
I
up
want
his
to try
head.
and pick his pocket for it when he's no longer paying attention.
Can I give a help action if that is okay with Wool that we're gonna pick his pockets?
You guys are literally trying to antagonize Lineback as much as possible.
No, we're not. But he did kill our friend, so.
Which we kind of maybe
A
fixed.
child
Timey-wimey.
murderer.
He gave in to a
Theoretical
good
child
thing.
murderer.
Yeah, there was no proof.
Theoretical, he did it. He admitted
Oh,
to
well.
it. He's a serial killer.
Only
You're the
because
same
you
type
can't
of
help
person
it.
who says that Jeffrey Dahmer should have been released from prison because he looked cute.
Jeffrey Dahmer is a real
That was
person.
an argument somebody made.
Are you surprised?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Whenever
actually.
the Dahmer documentary came out on Netflix, there was I say large, but a very vocal
Hang on.
minority of people
The
that
what
were like,
documentary?
he was cute. He was okay.
The what documentary?
Dahmer.
There was
Dahmer?
a
Oh,
Jeffrey
God,
Dahmer
she's gonna
documentary
binge it
on
like
Netflix.
the fucking haunting, whatever the fuck she's watching.
The Conjuring. They made
Yeah.
a documentary about
Yeah,
Jeffrey
they did.
Dahmer.
They
Yeah.
had a
Back-
whole
back on
serial
top of it.
killer documentary. Yeah.
That like mind killers and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they
as
don't
well.
have anything inside of this city. However, they would indicate that perhaps over at hold on, let me pull up the fucking names. I don't. Over at Kresik, they would perhaps have things that would be more of that kind.
All right, he's going to take the vial of dragon's blood, wrap it in a piece of paper that says "to be returned to someone in Kresik?" ? Put it away with his stuff.
I'm gonna try and pick your pocket for that at some point.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No PvP.
Let's get a move on as Farian is loading up the carriage.
Okay, yeah, we're off to go meet with
You're
Ismark.
missing a shiny spoke on your carriage.
We need that back.
I give them the look that I give Song when she starts talking about eating people.
They put it back reluctantly.
I'm like, thank you.
And they equally get excited over a shiny rock.
Oh,
can have
You can
that.
keep the shiny rock.
It's not like radioactive, is it?
Nope.
It's probably a bit of quartzite.
yeah. Can Song use prestidigitation to make it extra sparkly?
They are very happy.
Anime eyes. Oh.
As Farian's getting into the driver's seat, he will reluctantly hold out the puzzle cube and like, all right, who's smarter? Can you figure this thing out while I'm driving?
He's talking to all of us.
Yes.
I'll give it a go.
Which puzzle cube was this? I forget.
The one with the runes.
Got you. Which one? Who gave it to you?
The genie guy gave it
Got
to
you.
me.
That's what I figured. Okay. Wanted to make double
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Would you like to roll an intelligence
Farian
check,
has been-
Farian, to see if you can figure it out?
Yes. Let me see what my paltry intelligence is. It's a -1.
Oh.
That's a 5.
Oh.
You pressed in and you're like, did I break it? And it's like it's stuck, but you get the sense that you solved part of it, but you have no idea what's going on.
Yep. This is why he's handing it off to somebody else.
I
for
take
the
it. I
moment.
take it.
Yeah.
Song and I are gonna like bend our heads over it and like
Yeah, we'll work
poke and
together.
prod at it.
Yep. He's driving. He cannot keep his attention on it anymore.
The
And
twins will
with a
just spin the
-1
bat.
intelligence.
Yeah, he's doing his best. The twin. Yeah, I'll give Storm the help action if it's something that we need to roll over, but
Yeah.
the twins will mess with it.
And Farian will get the carriage ready and start driving once everybody's on board.
Hell yeah.
Hera becomes the elephant.
Yep.
And we zoom back into current time where we were on the carriage.
A disturbing amount of ravens are flocking around you and are dropping off shiny objects.
Like
What the heck?
on the road next to us.
Like above. The kobolds are catching
Yep.
them.
Oh,
Farian would take some of the rations out. Like if there's any corn, he would scrape off the kernels and just put
I
them
want
in a
to
little
insight
dish
check the
for it.
ravens.
As far as you can
Where
tell,
have I heard that one before?
they're they are either befriended or under control of the kobolds.
Oh.
They befriended the kobolds.
The kobolds are using them to gather shiny objects.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So they're not like dropping seem to be bombs. They're
No.
not malicious ravens.
They're dropping like random crap. That's somewhat shiny.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe they work for Strahd.
And Farian is
Yep.
feeding them.
Yep. And
Okay.
as we are driving along and the ravens are dropping stuff, you will hear Farian will pick out the two largest ones and he will call them Huan and Muan.
Oh.
Is
They're
Strahd
Odin's
crows or ravens?
Ravens, I believe.
Oh, don't you remember when we were on our way into town like 2 or 3 sessions ago? We saw like the super creepy windmill, and the raven like warned us off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Maybe the ravens just like don't like vampires.
Maybe is there a raven revolution against Strahd?
Birds of a feather. We can put little raven feathers in our hair to symbolize that we're cool.
Oh my god. I love
They
that.
pull out
So wait,
three
Theo,
jet,
can we
jet black raven feathers.
Song and I are gonna braid them into each other's hair.
Yes! Oh my god.
In the
Oh, speaking-
background, Strahd is in his castle watching through his raven's eye. He's like, yes, they like me.
For once, my children
I'm
have
repairing
accepted
my
a gift.
relationship with my children.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I was like sitting here like I feel like that's just Strahd trying to win the kobolds back over because he's very proficient at trying to buy people's love.
Winning
Yeah.
them over. I don't think he cares about winning them
Strahd
over.
secretly
considering all the
playing
stars.
fucking Stardew Valley with you guys.
Oh my God. He's on the Minecraft server.
Strategic
Oh, no.
daily gifts.
Oh
So
my
wait,
God.
can Song and I, or can I, with the help action of Song, try and open the box thing?
Roll it.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence.
It's +1.
Hell
So
yeah,
what does
that's
help,
better than
what does help
song.
give me? Does it give me
Help
advantage?
gives you
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
Okay, 16 plus 1, so
Wait,
17.
are you proficient with it, Natalia?
With
With
intelligence?
intelligence?
Yeah, are you
No.
proficient with? No, you can't give assistance.
Oh no.
How can you be
Doesn't give
proficient with
advan-
intelligence?
You have to be proficient in order to give aid.
Fuck. I forgot that.
But wait, proficient with intelligence. It's just
Proficient
like a
with
base skill.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well then 17.
If you're proficient with Arcana, that would make you proficient with intelligence.
Oh, yeah, I'm proficient with Arcana, but
Oh,
Fair
I'm
enough,
proficient
fair
with
enough.
religion,
As
which
you
is
will.
intelligence. Okay, so 17.
Oh yeah, I'm also proficient with religion as well.
17.
It clicks and clacks, and it proceeds to light up a little bit, and it lights out.
Damn.
You hear the song, dun, 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 dun.
What?
Victory.
Like coming from
You messed
inside
up.
it?
Yep,
If I shake it, is there something inside, like rattling around?
muffled curses.
Oh,
You.
no.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna hand it to Song and ask if she can like Arcana check the runes and try and see what's inside it.
Yeah. Song's gonna kind of like scooch closer to like the window opening in the car and just. We may have solved it. It's currently cursing. Just give me a moment.
I'm not surprised by it cursing, honestly. So they're either Norse runes or they're runes of the primordials. So try not to hurt your head looking at them.
I will do my best. So you said Arcana? Like,
Yep.
Theo, can I roll Arcana? Okay, cool. Dirty 20?
Hey.
It's designed to keep something inside of it.
Hey,
song-
important question.
Yep.
What are everyone's languages?
Um,
Ow.
I'm a
Celestial,
primordial.
yeah, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and then we use Crawl, but it's Twin Can is what that is.
Yeah. Abyssal
Yeah.
Celestial Common for Voltor.
Infernal, Common, Draconic, and then Twin Camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
or
thought I'd
the-
bring it up since we had someone the last time we played forget that they spoke Celestial.
Okay, to be fair, I had switched from a tiefling to an Asmar at the start of the session.
It's a very new language.
I would typically forgive you. However, you have specifically said throughout the week multiple times that you're reading through what ASMR does,
I
and
didn't
you were
think that
super excited for it.
I
so-
didn't read the languages. I didn't look into that. I wasn't like, oh yeah, what languages do I get with the new race I'm going to? I was like, ooh, healing hand. Ooh, daylight.
Still would have been
feel
on the
like
same
flavor-wise
language is
page.
important.
But yeah, flavor-wise for Farian, since he's a Norse pagan, I figure that his common is technically Norse, but it's translated for everybody to hear it as common.
Oh, I love that. But yeah, song is just it looks like it's meant to keep something inside. Is there anything that your people would want to keep contained?
Quite a few things.
I think we
There
should let
is
it out.
a superfluous amount of Norse cursing emanates from the box.
So I'm just gonna hold it out the window and just you speak that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm. What is it specifically? What am I hearing?
As many colorful insults regarding the ineffectiveness of you in combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick it under the couch cushions.
You're gonna have to grab it out from out the window. You're gonna lean out the window where it's right beside
I'm
Marian's
like,
head.
20, give me. And I like hide it under the cushions so it can't curse.
Yeah. No, I know what that is.
What is it?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain.
Well, you can start and do your best.
Hold on, I'm actually trying to look it up because there's a few things that I can.
Hold on. I
Yeah,
did you.
gotcha.
Does whatever's inside sound naughty or nice?
So it's more than likely a angry Jotun.
A
What?
How would you say a giant?
Cool. If we
Why?
free it, do we like get 3 wishes?
No.
Song's just gonna lightly smack Storm on the arm and just we're not looking for more wishes. That's just going to cause problems.
I
Yeah,
don't like
as
wishes.
as Farian is driving, he starts telling the tale of the 9 realms.
Oh my
about
god.
the Jotuns, the elves, the dwarves, the Aesir, and the Vanir.
Song is listening so intently.
Yeah, I basically he mentions how Loki is technically a Jotun prince that was adopted by Odin and is a very horrible trickster. And while some of the Jotuns are pleasant, they are more or less warlike and devious, angry. Um,
You also
So
hear a
it's
off,
story about how he was cursed to be shorter than humans.
so
ah,
Loki?
it's not something that we would want to release.
it depends on what he did to get cursed. I
Uh-huh,
mean, if
yeah.
you angered Odin or Frigg or any of the gods, I'd probably leave them alone.
Right. Storm move.
And Song's gonna try and reach under the cushion.
Linebeck on top of the RV, slightly annoyed that he refers to short people as a curse.
Oh
Okay.
no! So the funny thing is, Farion actually talks about the dwarves with quite reverence, but then the fact that a giant is cursed to be shorter than humans, that would be a curse.
Okay, so I'm gonna shake the box somewhere right next to my ear, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you in there?"
Constitution save.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh no.
8.
So you know the scene from Hercules where like he gets lifted up on his palm and he yells so loudly the wind moves?
Yeah.
No.
That's him screaming in your ear.
Your fucking hair like blows back.
After a
My
deluge of curses, you hear a very broken comment, "Let me out."
Why are you stuck in there? I say it really loudly because my ears are like blown out. So I'm like, "Why are you stuck in there?"
Storm, there's no need to yell.
I'm not yelling.
You are yelling.
What?
I said you are yelling.
Katya
What are we
fails her
selling?
save, now has tinnitus.
She's just gonna twin can just. I am yelling. You are. It stops. Stops. Just you are yelling.
I like to imagine the way you do yelling is in like negative emotion is you create two little fangs.
Oh my god.
So you start. So I go back to yelling in the box. Why are you in there?
He basically says that he stepped on a plant.
I look up at song
And
like,
it was
what do you
very much an
say?
accident.
Song's
You
gonna
hear
lean.
Farion say, "Ah, gotcha."
Do you want to elaborate on that, Varian, or?
The goddess of plants and harvest and a few other things that he looks around at the group. I won't mention in current company. She is very protective of the plants in the a well in the Aesir realm.
He stepped on
If
an
he
apple tree.
stepped ah even more so. That is
It was
her
several
holy
hundred years
symbol.
old.
Yep.
It
So
looked like a
She would
bush to
not
him.
be happy.
So he was cursed for stepping on a tree. I think
A
that's
whole
reason enough.
tree.
I think
Things
that's
happen.
reason. It does. Your ears are so much better now. Thank you for not yelling anymore. By any means. It. I think that is not reason enough to leave him trapped in a cube.
No, I agree. We can release him, but there might be. He might be angry when he's released.
We could use that.
Be angry, or if you don't release him.
Fair.
So Song's gonna like hold her hands out for the cube,
Okay, I give it to you.
and Song's just
So, we will be able to release you, but we need to make a deal first. No harm will come to anyone in our current traveling company. And you enjoy war, don't you?
I love war.
Well, there may be a fight on the
My man.
horizon, and we would love to have your aid should it happen. Will your aid be worth your freedom?
Yes.
Are
And
you
then
crossing your fingers?
No.
I insight check the voice.
Can I also insight check?
You have no basis of knowing whether or not he crossed his fingers.
Does he sound like he's
Just
lying?
seems sound shifty.
It
Of course
sounds
he-
like you need to infer it from how he said it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the point of an insight check? Actually, that's like literally the reason to insight check.
Okay, but also
She inside checks
He's-
everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we haven't insight checked everything in a long time.
You know, it's gotten to the point where I generally will just ignore them because I call for rolls. Generally how it
Okay.
goes.
Well, you've
But-
asked for insight checks twice this session.
Yeah.
Already.
So
This is the third time.
I like to know when I'm being lied to.
So does everyone
We
else.
That's. I'm trying to think. Because I don't think
You
he's
have
lying.
no basis of knowing whether or not he's like. I mean, yeah, his situation's a little weird, but you don't really know that much. You're getting a lot of third-party information here.
All right. We'll just. I mean, we can't let him out right now. I mean, we can't figure out how to puzzle the box or whatever, but. So let's just worry about it later.
I will say you didn't give the box to Voltor yet.
So, if Voltor says anything, Song will just hold it out.
Oh, he hasn't spoken much. He's actually been really focused. The reason I mentioned that is because he's focused on playing with his magic objects.
His
He's
own
like
secret puzzle box.
he's tinkering with his magic items that he's crafted basically.
I assume Valtor would take a few moments to like, give it a cursory glance at least, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god!
You notice
Valtor.
that like when design is shifted, is that it's missing a gem, a sapphire gem.
He glances at it and says, "Oh yeah, that's missing. You're missing a piece."
I remember your class all of a sudden, and I'm like, Valtor! And I hold out my sword. Can you make it magic?
While we're getting things shoved in
Yeah,
his face.
I'm about to
so
say you're
fast.
looking for someone to make magic. I was actually wondering if you had realized. He
I
says,
did, in fact, totally forget that was one of your abilities.
he looks it over. I'd have to give up something.
What do you have?
Let's see. He'd have to give up either. Well, let me look at what he's got his infusions on right now. Where's infusions in this sheet?
I think it's in spells. I'm not
Oh,
sure though.
it's an inventory.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Because one of them is on the armor thing. So there's a. I have. Oh actually. Oh actually, one of them I'm not using. Never mind.
Hey.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I do have one open. Um. So. Yeah. So Veltor will. Oh. Let's see. Oh, do you have a weapon that could be thrown?
I have. Let me look at my.
I have a spear I
I
don't
have
use, and I have a javelin.
3 daggers, but it's the long sword that I use the most.
Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Let's see. I guess we did take a long rest. I'm trying to remember when I could switch my infusions out. I think it's when I take a long rest. Okay. Let's do instead of repeating shot, let's enhance weapon. All right. Okay, well, actually it's at this level it's the same thing as returning weapon. Okay, so Baltor will enhance it with returning weapon. So technically you could throw your greatsword at and it would come back to you.
That's great. So, like, if I drop it off the roof, it will
It
come.
would come out. Yes, it can come back.
Oh my god, like Riptide with Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yee.
So yeah, because currently he only has enchanted that veil or whatever that gives him +1 AC. I forgot what that was called. And then he has
Okay.
his own weapon enchanted.
Okay, great. So next time we fight undead vampires, we'll see if the magical property bypasses their resistance.
It did when he was using his spear in the fight earlier.
Fantastic.
But Veltor does mention that this is a temporary infusion. It will only last as long as he maintains it.
How long can you maintain it?
About a day. He has to reapply it. Well, actually, I think it lasts longer than I think it lasts about 3 days. But he has to like fix it up.
Cool.
And if he
You gotta recharge it.
yeah, and if he infuses too many things, then the oldest one will lose its charge.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate your assistance.
You're welcome.
And I like give you like a friendly poop on the shoulder.
Voltaire almost breaks a smile.
Oh. So Song's gonna kind of like lean back to the window and like hold the key back out and just.
Voltor says it's missing something. Are there any gems or circular things tied to giants?
I don't know everything about the Jotun, but I'll take it back. They did steal Odin's eye.
Well, I'm not fond of the
He will
idea of
communicate
ripping.
in violent fashion that that's propaganda. It was their eye all along.
I mean, look, I'm from Midgard. We haven't seen the Aesir or Vanir in centuries.
At the moment he hears where you're from, he immediately becomes like depressed, as in they could never possibly help him.
Oh. Prime material plane. It pisses them off every time.
God.
But yeah.
So I guess we're just on our way to Ismark.
Yep.
It's
Lineback, I would like you to make me a perception check.
I'm great at these. +0, just straight rolls.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh
Yep,
God.
3. I'm too busy on the top of the cart working on my map.
We hit a pothole, and you're like, whoa.
Okay, understood. Okay.
1 fear.
Oh, never mind. I can only have 2 infused objects. Sorry, I can't. Well, I guess I'd have to give up my. I could give up my armor, I guess, to make your sword magic.
Don't you have that super special armor that you pulled off the corpse?
No, yeah, I do, but I'm just gonna have to lower my AC by 1, so I'll have 21 AC instead of 22.
Oh, poor baby.
I wonder what it must be like to have, 22 AC.
Yeah.
Looks at
Hey,
my 11 AC.
I was supposed to be your front line, guys.
Wait, 21, you'll be fine.
Meanwhile,
I will
fucking
cap
Baltor's
16
like,
AC until I get an ABI.
Speaking of AC, Song's just gonna just looking at Voltor for a second. It's gonna tap her little wrist and make her little storm clouds appear. And cast Mage Armor. just in advance.
By the way, the little kobolds will draw like a heart with the numbers 11 and then 21, and the 11 looks very, very squishy.
Why are they writing numbers?
I think it's a joke.
They also write at the bottom, "What do you wish for?"
Figures better, right?
They look at you puzzled.
Song's gonna crouch down, like, well, not the crouch down. I imagine she just kind of slips off the seat and it's just gonna tap the bottom of the paper and just.
What do you mean, what do we wish for?
The underlined wish. Through the series of gestures and short words, they indicate that they can't wish for anything.
Oh no! No! Song is just gonna give them all a little pat on the head and just, I'm sorry, and then stand up and go back to sit by Storm.
Storm is gonna sort of hook her knees around the windowsill so she can hang out the side of the wagon and start doing like pull-ups, sit-ups, things.
Rocky montage.
All right, so how long does it take us to get to Ismark?
It's a while.
Okay. So I know Linebeck is like super trustworthy, and we are gonna trust him,
Okay,
but like
hold on.
we're huh?
I was wondering
Okay,
if something would
so
happen.
your choice. Do I mute?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So, please inform me. I don't know. Did I? Okay. Did I drop the ball? I don't remember that much about your backstory. Not gonna lie.
I wrote a pretty extensive one for
Okay,
Baltimore.
okay,
More than
man.
Varula actually,
It's
because I
been
knew
like a
I thought it
while.
mattered this time.
It's been like a while. Can I get the Cliff Notes? The thing that helps me pass the test, like the day before.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. All right. So basically Valtor got possessed by a mind flayer.
Okay.
And became his thrall, and he ended up murdering many of the people who trusted him while he was a thrall. But
Oh, gotcha.
he managed to escape, but obviously and like stop being a thrall of the mind flayer. But he obviously everyone thought he was the one committing the crimes,
Gotcha.
and he's been on the run since then.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, my bad. I swear I don't remember any of that shit. Maybe I didn't read it.
Yeah.
I thought I fucking did.
It sounds like
But
someone
it's been
didn't
like
read the
weeks,
backstory, right?
so you know. Alright.
And then I mean, and that's what he's kind of he's a fallen Azamar, because he also blames his god for not protecting him, because he got possessed in his own church, like the basement of the church.
Yeah, what a dick. What the fuck, was he sleeping? Like, dude, come on. Like, you gotta. I understand. You're taking a shit. Get off the toilet and help me out here, man.
Exactly, right. So that's so Veltor is a fallen Azamar because of that. He forsaken his diva, and he's he's turned to magic instead to like fix his own soul.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Well, consequences. Holy fuck. All right. Well, there you go back.
So I was translating Celtic,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
Celtic gods,
Hello.
through
Mm-hmm.
a translation rune dictionary back in the day, and because the runes are so similar, instead of ending up with Talos, I ended up with Talon.
Oh my god. This is fucking valid.
I thought the
Username
Varian thing.
origin stories here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Theo didn't read Veltor's backstory, it's okay.
Look, I did. It's been weeks, man. It's been weeks. Okay, if it's just on the S part of that, all right.
Weeks, you say?
Okay, so the world seems to come to a very slight stilt for a moment, and then it continues, almost like you're lagging. Except you feel like a lurch in your body and your soul. And
I'm
suddenly
gonna grab
there's a
onto
bit more
Saul.
light in the skin of Altor, as in the distance, a great golden fireball plunges into the earth.
Oh.
Bleh.
Yeah, Song's grabbing onto Storm.
Yeah, I like climb back in the window. I'm like grabbing Saul.
Yep.
Voltor's eyes definitely widened seeing that.
Gotcha. Let me know next time you use a feature of your race.
Okay.
What was that?
Don't
a feature
worry,
of your
it's
race?
fine. It's
So
fine.
to be specific, I heard correctly. There was like a giant fireball that came down from the sky.
Yes.
Like right in
Yeah.
front of us? Or
No, that
ways away?
plunged into the horizon. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
in the
okay.
horizon.
Hey
Okay.
guys,
A great
does
golden
anyone
fireball.
remember does anyone remember the lore dump of Spearman?
No.
Spearman?
Spearman! Spilf!
Beerman.
Spilf!
All I
Spilf
heard
Queen!
was
Spilf!
Beerman.
Spilf Queen! Spilf!
It's Spilf! I remember Spilf!
Also, I said Spearman, but I yelled it, so
Spearman.
I also had a.
Spearman.
It's
Beer
Spilf.
man.
It's Spilf. Here's the thing: is I also have a mint in my mouth, so I think that did not help anything.
We're moving along.
Personally, I'm a fan of Beerman. He's pretty cool.
Okay, Beerman would party with us. Spearman might stab us, but it's Spilv. Because he. Okay, continue though.
Very well.
Wrong answer.
I mean, listen, the girl songs definitely just. What was that?
How
she's already
far
checking
away
over the
was
storm.
the fireball?
Super far away, I think.
He said on the horizon, so
Yeah.
probably a couple days ride.
God, I hope whatever it is, Strahd doesn't find it first.
Oh god.
I hope it landed right on top of him.
Would we
I don't
ever
say
be
that out
really
loud.
wants
I
to
twin
go and
cams it
see
to
it.
Song.
Yep, Song's gonna twin get back and just, would we ever be that lucky?
I can dream.
Would it be feasible to, if we traveled quick enough, to be able to make it to the crash site and back in time for the party?
So Voltor starts tearing up. He says, "Can we please go after that light?"
Yeah, I'll.
You would
How
be
fast can this
fashionably
elephant
late.
run?
What?
You would be
Fashionably
fashionably
late is okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over to Valtor like, right now?
You right
Where-
now, please.
You're the one that made this elephant. How fast can it run?
Can you make it like a cheetah?
Can you make it faster?
Cheetah?
Not yet. Not
Cheetahs
yet.
can't
I'm not
pull.
skilled enough to make it go any faster than it currently can.
Because, I mean, from my reckoning, we've still got about 4 hours before we get to where we're supposed to meet up with the questionable one.
Well,
Please, it's
Dad-
important.
Daddy Dearest can wait if it matters.
Okay, how about this? How about this? Split the party.
What?
Split the party.
Oh god.
The thing is,
That sounds like
we don't have two carriages or horses.
Yeah.
Well, one person can take the carriage and the horse. One can take
No,
elephant.
We don't have a horse. I thought. Do we have a horse?
We
I
took
thought
a
we had a
horse.
horse.
We have the horse
have
and the
a horse.
elephant.
Yeah, put the girls on the horse, smack the horse's butt, and go after the light. Like Voltor, go after the light.
Okay, I
And
was
with
I was
Linebeck.
going to say have Valator and Linebeck get on the horse and go after the light while the rest of the party
He
goes
wouldn't leave
and
the.
inspects
He wouldn't leave
the imposter.
He would leave
Well,
Terra behind.
leave us with the horse. You take Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were level 4,
I
I
can
could
hook-
cost Fine Steed.
We
Are
can.
you asking to be level 4?
We want to be level 4
I'm
so
hoping
bad.
to be level 4.
One
You
day.
did you did fight a bunch of vampires.
Yeah,
We
did.
did.
Look,
And we
look
didn't
how
even
good we
Okay,
did.
but-
We didn't die.
You also said that it wouldn't have been enough EXP to level up anyway.
That was
Sighs,
true. I mean,
sadly.
it did split a lot. I'd have to actually double check the math on that, to be honest with you.
It's okay, but if that's a suggestion, Linebeck just split the party. I think Song just. I'll stick with Storm. Voltor, I know you'll be going after it. Who's going with Voltor?
I propose Linebeck and Valtor go after it, since they will be pretty proficient if anything comes up to both of them.
You'd be
Yep.
faster
And then
anyway.
have the barbarians stay with the paladin and the squishy boy. Squishy
I'm
gal.
fine with this, and we can hook the horse up to the carriage instead of Terra.
And
I'm
then we
gonna
can
ask-
just be
Both right
and then we
Terra.
can just be fashionably late to Strahd's castle. That can
Well,
just
we'll
be
be-
a good
we'll be on-
meeting
we'll
up
be on
point at the
time.
party.
Yeah, the twins
Yeah.
will be on time. I'm gonna ask Valtor though.
Which
my
really
sword, it'll
is the
keep up
most
ench-
important people to be on time.
I'm gonna check with Valtor though. My sword, it'll stay enchanted even if you're like super far away, right?
If it, yes, and if I die, you'll know.
Oh well, that's cheerful.
Try not to die.
I imagine the twins kind of like put one hand on each shoulder and then give you a kiss on each cheek, and we're like, "Don't die."
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright,
he gets a small smile.
We'll pull up on the side of the road and switch out mounts. So the horse
Wait,
is now
okay.
being driven.
Where are the tailor's progress on clothing? Are Linebeck and Voltor's outfits done?
Linebeck already has his stuff good to go.
Yeah, he finished Linebeck's. Remember the
Oh yeah,
blue robe?
is Voltor's done?
Yeah.
So as Voltor's like switching stuff out, like they're getting stuff ready to go, Song's just gonna quickly grab it and just throw it out the window at Voltor, and just make sure you show up wearing that.
If you're gonna be fashionably late, you have to be fashionable.
Exactly.
Voltor looks at it kind of oddly. He says, "Oh, all right." He puts it in his bag.
Just add to your inventory fine clothing.
Good luck. Be safe. You as well, Lineback.
Oh, that song's gonna duck back in.
And
All
yeah,
right,
we'll
yep.
split.
We'll take off and head to the questionable meetup.
Split the party.
We may have made a really bad life decision.
It's
No.
okay.
Nothing could possibly be wrong. Okay.
I just like the mental image of like the breakneck speed that
Yeah.
Voltor and Linebacker are riding away into the distance.
On a robotic elephant.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can also change it to something a little bit more maneuverable than an elephant. Now that you're not pulling anything.
Normally it can only the steel defender can only carry a small creature, not a medium creature, because it is a medium
the
creature
elephant's the
itself.
only reason you can carry both of
Yeah.
you.
Whack.
Like this is a DM inserted thing, not what my class could do. The elephant that is.
Not until later, anyway.
I don't think you could change into a large creature ever.
You can build a new one, I think.
You can build a new one, but it doesn't. You can't make them large. It's always a medium
Really?
creature.
I thought
Yeah.
you could make a large one.
I don't think so. Maybe you can. I don't think so though.
Oh well.
Alright, give me a second.
Did you see the gift?
Yes.
It gives me so much serotonin.
It's too cute.
No.
I imagine Storm, just for fun, she's gonna keep like a super detailed log of everything that happens while the party is split.
Oh my god!
So
So we
you
get
guys are gonna come back like 2 days later, and you're gonna get like 50 pages of like the weather movements and like the bird patterns.
yes. We also have to have like a specific section specifically for drama.
Uh-huh. Like line by line, just like in as it happens down to the minute journal.
And the drama ends up being just the ravens fighting over food and stuff, and one of
Oh
them
yeah,
wants
are the
to drop
ravens
this
still
thing.
following us?
It's the ravens fighting over food, and then stuff like Song wouldn't let me use the mirror this morning. You had to use it first.
The kobolds stole more dragon's blood. We don't know where they got it.
We did sell it though, so we have gold now. Sorry, Lineback.
Do what?
Don't
No,
worry
I
about it.
cut out for a good amount of time. What happened?
Don't worry
They're
about
just
it.
talking about making a journal and writing down drama stuff.
For y'all to catch up when you get back.
I will take this moment to point out that if something happens to Lineback and he doesn't come back, you have effectively lost your bankroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Why is he the bankroll again?
He has the money.
Oh.
I have money.
Oh fuck.
Not-
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the
We
thing.
need an allowance.
Yeah. Burnos. Above table. If Lineback dies, we need you to bring his corpse back to us with his wallet.
Or
We
at
should have
least
split the
like
money.
loot his corpse for the money, yeah.
We should have split the money before they took off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's the thing: is
well.
we won't. The twins would miss Lineback. They traveled with him for a little bit before they even got into Barovia.
I don't know if Thorn would miss him
No,
that
I
much.
like.
Yeah, we wouldn't. Okay,
one
it
of
wouldn't
you
be that
guys-
much, but like
one of you guys refused to give Lineback the 300 gold or the 400 gold, so he doesn't have that much, but he has the other almost 2,000 gold.
I thought Storm
Although
had
most
it.
of that is just him, not
No,
anything that we've
we
gained
gave you
from
the
Barovia.
400, didn't we?
I
No.
thought, yeah. Y'all,
No,
we
because
gotta
I was
start-
like,
Baltimore
last
has-
time I was
Baltimore
like,
has 2
Lineback
gold.
should get the 300 gold at least because he did the killing blow, and then you were like, no, everyone did a little bit. And I was like, okay, fine.
That's what you meant. Yeah, I think we said we were gonna split that. Or I didn't realize we were talking about that money. Yeah.
Y'all, we gotta start splitting money when we get it.
Yeah.
So
That's our toxic trait.
so yeah, we should have split that 400 gold. You guys, wait, how much would that be per person?
1, 2, 3, 4,
How many do we
5
have?
between 5.
5?
80.
80, yeah. Okay, so I guess just add 80 gold to your inventory.
All right. So I got. Wait, how much? 86 gold.
So who are we
Ooh.
following? Who are we following
82
first?
gold.
Are we going with Linebeck and
I
Valtor
think
to the crash site?
I think Theo's figuring everything out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Give me a second.
Yeah, he's got it. Since we're splitting the party is also the DM's worst nightmare.
Yes.
It's a bad D idea for everyone. It's a
Oh, it'll be
everyone
okay.
This is what had to be done.
This is more exciting because who splits the party? Nobody. So we're doing something that's so out of the bag, it's gonna be good.
You know
Ugh.
what?
Sure,
You know what we should
surely
do?
Theo, surely our gracious DM won't punish us for doing something cool and unheard of.
Surely he won't punish us for making sure the twins show up on time to their father's party,
Yeah.
and Baltor
Right.
gets whatever's
Exactly.
important to him in the
We
falling
have
light.
2 plot threads, both plot relevant, both
Actually,
on
I
like
never
a
rolled to
time
figure out
crunch.
exactly where it landed. You may not even need to split, to be fucking honest with you. I haven't checked that yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
But
splitting
we
would
already
be
split
cooler.
because it was cool.
Yeah. So Linebeck's not a crafter, is he? He's just
Uh,
a warrior.
he is okay.
Linebeck.
Specifically, he is of the he is a dancer by trade.
Ah,
His grandfather is the craft,
right.
so he is not a craft.
Yeah,
So
Beltor
He's
yeah,
not proficient in it.
crafting, so.
Varian
he-
is very confused by Linebeck most of the time because he's
Oh.
a dwarf. Yeah.
Oh.
He's a dwarf that doesn't craft, doesn't drink alcohol, and fights like a Norse warrior.
Yeah, like he can do like basic like blueprinting and stuff. Because I feel like that he would have been taught a little bit, especially by his grandfather being
Oh,
like
yeah.
a big forge master at some point. But he's not. That's not his trade, so he's not proficient. Kind of
But, yeah.
kind of like how like most dwarves, I don't know if it's mountain dwarves or hill dwarves, have like the stone cutting proficiency, so they know a
Yeah.
lot about the history of it. Linebeck knows the history and like the big ideas of crafting and how to make stuff work. It's just he doesn't do that.
So Farian may never actually call Linebeck a dwarf. Then he might just see you as a smaller Midgarian.
I mean, that's part of what he is. Is he doesn't look like a dwarf because he doesn't have the beard and he's tall for a dwarf, so he just looks like a short human. So
Farian
unless you
probably
know
thinks-
that he's a dwarf, you probably would think that he's just a regular human.
Farian probably thinks you're just a human. Because
He's not
you
short. He's not
during
stocky.
his stories, he would talk reverently about the dwarves and their crafting feats and stuff like that.
To be honest, I love the Farian story times. Like so much.
I would, if I knew more of the actual Edas, I would go into them, but the only one I know is Beowulf, and it doesn't really fit for Farian.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. That just gives you reason to study.
Fair. I've actually been looking into them.
Oh hell
Okay,
yeah!
but at least on the bright side, the only one that you do know is actually in the voice chat right now.
Theo.
You're
Yep.
walking in the woods. There's no one around, and your phone is dead.
Beowulf.
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shut up. He's following you,
Beowulf.
about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you. Shut up. You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere. Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife at Shia. his kidney, safe at last from Shia LaBeouf. You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your
All right.
stumped leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf. But wait, he isn't dead. Shia, surprise! There's a gun to your head. Superstar
Queen!
Shia.
No, we were enjoying our Queen
Try
show.
singing
I think
Shia
Theo's
LaBeouf.
ready
Blood is
for it to
draining
keep
fast
going.
from your stumped
Yep.
leg.
Yep.
Yes.
Queen,
Wait,
it's
We're
okay.
gonna get
I'm enjoying it.
copyright
I'm
stricken
enjoying it.
again.
Done.
Yes.
All right. I had to pull up some old lore.
Oh my god, not old.
Old lore, even pre-Lineback lore.
Can't you just make
Oh.
new lore?
Bruh, man.
That's
Just
what
on
the
the
second,
spot.
third, and fourth continents are for.
You're
Improvise.
killing me here.
Are you
Alright.
really surprised, Theo?
No, I'm not. Give me a fucking break. Alright, so.
Strahd isn't gonna be too happy.
So you come across the precipice of the hill. A white bolt of light and air had wafted through the forest and crackled, and some of it fell into a crater. The ground has blue cracks.
Magic.
We did split the party, right? It was far enough away that we had to.
Yep. We
Just
split
checking.
it. I'm
Yep,
just saying the
we
blue magic.
You guys see,
we
you
denied
guys see
Theo the
crater?
opportunity to retcon it.
The other people have the other people in the carriage are on top of a hill going over, and they can see the crater over the hill.
Just how big it is.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
So I guess when Voltor and Lineback get close enough, they would hop off Terra, and he would turn back into his fox self. And they would proceed to get closer to the. Oh, Voltor at least would mostly. I think you just pull out into a sprint and start running towards it. Towards the center.
Lineback with his short 25 feet of movement, just like,
To be fair,
little legs struggling to keep up.
To be fair, Voltor is weighed down by his heavy fucking armor. He has
yeah,
a
but
20
you
foot
still got
movement
30
speed.
feet of movement.
No,
You
I
have
have 20
what?
feet of movement. 20 feet of
They,
movement.
they
Really?
continue, and Lineback slowly is losing them.
Wait, if he has 20 feet of movement, then I'm actually slightly faster.
Yeah.
So it starts off, it's just like, wait up! Oh, wait. Now I have to wait.
Because Voltor is clunking in his armor.
Alright. At the center, there appears to be a blue gold lump. And there's a hole in it the size of a hand.
Voltor would reach in and see if he could touch it.
Okay.
Sure, that's a good idea.
It's already fucking done.
Oh, shit. Gonna get Lineback to do it. Alright.
It was nice knowing Voltor.
Alright.
Burnus, we're holding your hands above table.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh boy. How good am I at those? Oh, not terrible. Oh, not great roll though. 9 total.
Okay. You hear this in your mind, and you are compelled to speak it.
Okay, I'll say it out loud then.
Yes.
A spear said to pierce the heavens upon the retribution of a fallen nine. A spear said to bring destruction. A spear said to bring salvation. The spear is gold and silver, the sheen of hot steel. It melds to the user's mind and their purpose. As you grow, so shall it grow. From when it is thrown, mankind cries unto the sky. When hope is lost, they call to me. I pay the cost for all to be free. I look upon the sky, for whom once came before, those fallen lords from a realm of sacred lore. I called out unto the sky to wish my heart's decree. To lie upon my blade, I shall never know defeat. So look now upon me, and herald what I am, for I shall wield my spear, and to save a history banned. I am now among the four, duty held too close to kill. To join my brothers afield, I must shatter a crown of steel.
He's one
Oh,
of the
great.
enforcers!
Okay. Death saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
You are unconscious.
What the fuck did I miss? God, I disconnect. I leave the Discord specifically because I couldn't hear shit, and shit happens when I finally come back.
11. So pass.
Okay, excellent. He grabs it, it forms around his arm and begins to sizzle his skin as he screams while unconscious.
Lineback,
Oof.
help. Help him, Lineback.
What? I
Decline-
don't know what's going on.
Well,
no
you
one's
heard it.
explaining to me.
So
Walter
I'll,
grabbed the spear, spoke stuff aloud, and then just fucking, he's getting the spear melted to his skin now.
I'll post it in Lore Dump's. Oh,
I
he already did.
gotcha.
So yeah, this is what
Valtor
Valtor
just
said out
grabbed
loud.
Gungnir.
So and he was like possessed by the spear to say that following bit, and then he passed out, and now this spear is like searing him.
Valtor just grabbed a hold of Gungnir.
Well, if I was here, like when he put his hand into the freaking mold, Linebeck was gonna try and pull him away, and then since it started trying to form to his arm, Linebeck was gonna cut off his arm since that was like some weird alien shit, and he was like, "Can't have that. That's probably gonna take him over. Can't have that." But apparently, all of my interventions have now been skipped, so all I can do is just a medicine check to try and keep him alive.
Listen,
Thanks, internet.
We can say your interventions were like Lineback just falling behind a little bit, or like shit happening too fast for Lineback to step in.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been quite surprising shit with him speaking aloud like that too.
Yeah.
But help the man.
Would
What
you
do
roll
I
for
do?
medicine?
I haven't. I was waiting for you to say that I could.
My bad. Continue.
It's a +0. It's a 19 though. Hey, good roll.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
You have 2
Just a
successes.
flat.
So
Go.
we'll roll again. Verula. Or sorry,
Oh, me?
Valtor.
11 again. Nice.
You wake up.
I wake up and do I feel my arm? Can I feel it?
There is a golden metal sheen in your right arm, and when you concentrate a spear, it retreats and it forms a sphere. And when you lack concentration, it goes back in your arm.
Oh shit, nice. Um, Voltor would look at his arm, look up to the sky, and start weeping. But he's smiling while he does so.
What the fuck is the name
I
of the
wish to
spear from
notate.
God of War?
I wish to notate that around the head of Valtor, the gold had formed a crown and now lies in pieces
Ooh.
upon his feet.
Oh no. He shattered the
repeat that?
crown.
So, uh, Valtor doesn't fully understand what's happening either, but he is a little bit in a manic state, obviously.
Screaming into
Please
the void.
repeat what happened whenever he picked up the spear and it
Drop
showed
near.
up and something appeared his head.
The spear in God of War is Dropnir.
So, yeah, and Valtor then
I
spoke
never
aloud
played
was
God
in
of
Lore
War. Why
Dump.
do people say that shit?
No,
So
that's
it,
what he was asking about it earlier.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
oh, I thought he was asking about what happened with Voltor. As
No,
he
he was
described his-
asking what the spear was named, so I was answering it.
Now I'm asking about what appeared over his head or his feet or whatever.
So, whenever part of his transformation, the gold formed a crown around his head, and then shattered.
Mm-hmm.
The- To join my brothers afield, I must shatter a crown of steel. Was the last lines of what he read.
So to become an enforcer, which is what I'm assuming Spilth is, he had to shatter a crown. And he shattered the crown that was around Voltor. And I'm assuming because it was gold, there's something with threads there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you could say that.
Oh no.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah.
so he's not moving since he's. I assume he's at. Is he at 1 health? Or if he's just conscious
Yeah,
like this?
correct.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just on the ground, kind of like weeping, laughing. As Livex stands above him after he helped him with his medicine check.
You don't need a pal.
Yeah, just wait till you find out what happens when you throw it.
Ooh.
You're right, Edix? Or Uul, I
I
should say.
am. I'm annoyed at my internet at the moment.
Okay.
Oh,
Understandable.
is it still cutting out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, at least like the recording is solid, so.
Yeah. So I would I don't know if you heard me, but is Linebeck, so he's weeping, laughing on the ground, just staring up at the sky. I don't know if Linebeck would help him to his feet or anything.
The mist and the dark clouds begin to part, and it starts to rain. In like a circle around you. About, decently sized circle. About the size of the crater. All the blue flecks are gone.
Oh no.
Why would it be Bora?
Anytime there's rain, we just assume it's Bora.
Oh, anytime it rains, it's because of me. I'm the rain god, not Bora. Fuck Bora.
Since when has Linebeck been the rain god?
No, I am me.
Cool.
Wool.
I'm the
is.
one that makes it rain.
Oh my god. Okay, good to know that we need
I'm
to
the
pray
one who
to
knocks on the sky and makes rainfall.
God.
So is
Now
like
I'm wondering.
so mostly I was just wondering if Linebeck does anything with Voltor just going kind of crazy on the
If
ground.
you're like crying, laughing, he's Linebeck after finally bringing you up. You just wake up crying, laughing. He's gonna be like, "Hey," and, like slap you on the face a little bit. "Yo, Are you? What's up? What's going on?"
I hope so. I assume you did that non-lethally, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
non-lethally.
one health.
This,
One
okay,
light slap,
it's
I
this
not
thought.
like a
isn't
hard
like a
slap.
full backhand slap. This is like a, oi,
Yeah.
what are you
Uh,
doing?
Puts him in a dead
It's
stance
more
Hello?
like
again.
a tap. It's more
uh,
like a tap, not enough to do
Okay,
damage.
okay, got you. I'm
Vol,
glad you
Vol,
clarified.
Voltor would then stop like his like crazy laughter, and try to and sit up and be like, "Thank you so much for coming with me and keep helping me stay safe during this. We can go try to find the others now, and I think I owe you some explanations." So along the way back, Voltor will convene with Linebeck.
Ooh.
Ooh.
By the
And
way,
just
from the carriage, I'll let you get back to it. But by the way, whenever that happened, you guys could almost have sworn to see a lightning strike.
Ooh.
All right, Wolf.
the- he would just ask it, what possessed you to do that?
It's a bit of a long story. I can start at the beginning though, if we have time.
Real reason. My player
He's
wanted the cool magics.
looks
No,
at
honestly,
Chris.
Voltor is very desperate for what he thought might actually be um what he wished for.
We have time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could verbally start saying this stuff, but I think or do we want to keep the game going? Or I could just write the stuff down in an RP later.
I'm fine either way. I'm just
There are
vibing.
Mhm.
We'll have you
I'm on
guys
the
too many
finish
team.
up at the
text
continue
RPs.
at the as you finish.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, continue.
Wait, so I am just gonna give the whole story?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me so I don't. So I haven't really been straightforward. So this is Voltor speaking to Linebeck, I guess technically, so not the whole party would hear this.
Yep.
So
Linebeck gets secrets.
yep. Um. From where I come from, oh my gosh, I'm actually blanking. It's called the Forgotten Lands, I believe, is the main D&D land, right? Is that the name of it?
Is it like the
Faerun?
Forgotten? Yeah, Farron.
The Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's that. Yeah.
Okay. In the in the Forgotten Realms is the land where I come from. The, I was, it's hard to speak of this, but I was once part of the clergy that worshipped. Oh, let me actually pull up my document real quick so I don't fuck up details here. Okay. It's just I always forget the god's name, so I don't want to get them mixed up accidentally. Oh yeah, Torm. Okay. I was part of the clergy of Torm, and I was investigating what appeared to be madness that was infesting members of the clergy. They were they were driving them mad. They were attacking random civilians. They were stealing, and completely out of nowhere. We had no idea why they were doing this. They were kind, wonderful people and all of a sudden they were going crazy. But I had a suspicion. The everyone who had gone mad had, in some one way or another, had been assigned to the catacombs beneath the church. And so deep below I went, looking to see if there was anything down there. To notice that there was just an infestation of rats, first of all. But I didn't think that was too abnormal, as we also had food stores down there. I just made note that we needed to get some sort of cat for the church. But as I proceeded, the rats started following me and gathering around me. And the further I moved in, the bigger the swarm became, and until I started running, worried about what might be following me. But it turned out they had been corralling me towards a singular door in the catacombs. And they pushed me further and further towards this door until I had no choice but to open it. And on the other side lay a horror which I can barely recount. It um it it was a mind flare, and it took over my mind and body. And the next thing I remember, I woke up in a pool of blood with my friend's corpse below mine. And then I blacked out again. Next I knew, I was in what appeared to be an arson. I was in the middle of a fire, and people begging for their lives to be able to be let out. And then I was gone. I was in the woods, traveling away from my home, and that's where I came to finally. I don't know what got the parasite out of my head, but I have got it confirmed by many clerics. There's nothing in there anymore. So I've been on the run ever since for something I did do and didn't do, and I wasn't protected by my god. So I forsake him and my protector Deva. And that is why I am who I am today. And the only thing I ever wished for was to be forgiven for things I didn't even do. So when I muttered under my breath for something that I wished for was I wished to be forgiven. And then this thing fell from the sky, and I thought there might be a chance. A small one, but that was enough. So I've caught you up.
All right.
Uh, uh,
If you
I'm
tell
gonna
me
keep
your
it a
internet
stack.
crapped out,
We all would kill you.
Yeah.
Well, technically it is in the recording, at least.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is,
it'd
but
be
like we
like
need the Lineback reaction.
it'd be like, okay, you could react an RP or some shit. Like, we're not doing that again.
The last thing I heard was something about the rats, and then I come back to him confessing a bunch of crime.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
He
anything
got
in the
a
middle.
mind flayer tadpole in his
Yeah.
head.
Well,
Yep.
I already knew about the Mind Flayer stuff because he shared his backstory before.
Yeah.
So I already knew.
I was recounting
like,
it because I
most
don't
of
know
his
who.
it, so.
I don't think everyone here read it, so that was okay for
Yeah.
counting the whole thing.
He stares at
He,
me.
he, he
So-
basically recounted his backstory.
And then added a little bit about what's it called? Like he wished to yeah. You did you hear about his wish also to be forgiven?
I did hear.
Okay.
Okay, then you heard the important parts.
Yeah. So he basically recounted his backstory and added the wish bit.
And here I was thinking it was going to be like a rat king or something.
Nah, the Mind Flayer also infested the rats.
Oof.
Those weren't
Ugh.
rats. Those were mind devourers. You just couldn't
Probably.
tell from the darkness.
Yeah, that's more than likely. Yes.
Linebeck's reaction will probably amount to him not being bewildered. You can't see his facial expressions anymore
Yeah.
because he finished his mask, so now he's got that back. But he'll just say then I hope for your sake and mine, got it granted.
Beltor nods. I hope so too.
Wishes tend to be granted in this place, whether or not you like the outcome.
It's not about me liking it.
You say your command word.
Yeah, in a dramatic way. It's not about me liking it. It's for justice.
And the golden on his arm retreats, and a spear appears in front of it, sparkling with lightning, as a sheen of lightning coats his body.
No, if you do that, you just ominously like it's not about liking it, it's about justice, and then immediately pulling out a spear. Linebacker is like shit. He's gonna fucking jump off a Terra and get into like a stand, because like that is not that is not a very friendly thing to do out of nowhere.
Every time he says the word justice, it happens, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I
god.
can see it as like he's not intending to do it. He's like, it's for
Well-
justice, and it's just like.
Well,
there.
he's not really like dead staring Linebeck in the face. He's kind of guiding Terra. He's like looking
Okay,
at
but
forward.
that's still terrifying. Can you imagine being behind somebody and they're just like, it's for justice, and their weapon comes out and they're sparkling with lightning and they're like staring into the distance?
By the
I
way,
mean,
it creates a shiny sheen around his armor, and where he doesn't have armor, it creates it.
So
Okay,
yeah,
but doesn't he have on like the big bulky like samurai armor thing from from Toasty backstory?
Valka, yeah.
There you go.
I mean that is
That
the
guy.
armor he
Warrior of the
currently has
Rim,
on.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
lightning has a tinge of red now.
So okay, how many
do you
of our
throw your
characters
spear?
are now lightning based?
Yeah, I feel like it would be a little weird to just randomly throw it, but
I mean, I
I
totally
mean,
fucking would if I could suddenly come and create a spear. I'd be like, oh
I guess
shit.
that's
I'd be like, how much damage can we do? I throw it down a mountain.
I guess that's not. I mean, you're not too wrong.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I don't know how
out
your
of cu-
character would do. I mean, your character exists in a world that has magic, so like, you know,
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't nerd out like I would.
Yeah. Voltor would kind of look at his the spear curiously, yeah, for sure, but he says, um, "You might want to turn your eyes just in case." And he goes and he goes to throw it at the ground, like not like farther away, not like immediately in front of them.
Okay.
This is just completely antagonizing Linebeck as much as possible.
Oh yeah, turn around.
Let me stab you like I stabbed your father.
No,
Oh, God.
he just didn't want to accidentally blind him. Is kind of what he's trying to get at.
That would be like the ultimate betrayal.
Or cover your eyes might be a better thing for him to say.
Look, hey, look, all I need to do is survive one hit. He doesn't have enough HP.
Lie back sweating. He's like, okay, I see you survive one hit. One hit. Massive lightning pillar.
I
Just
just need to take
one
one
hit.
hit.
All right. As you throw, the spear turns into a massive beam of lightning and eradicates a
Oh,
series of trees.
nice,
You compulsively yell for justice as a deer dies.
nice.
Oh no! What did that deer do that it
The
needed
last thing the deer
justice?
hears is for justice.
Great.
It know what it did. It did.
All right. And the spear lays in like plunged about a foot thick into a rock.
Oh, can it be returned?
If you will it, yes.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, he would definitely will it back. I mean, he's used to doing that with his own spear.
It is a javelin of lightning.
Javelin of lightning. Ooh.
I was going to say, so is anyone not going to make the comparison with Valiru's lightning spear?
Who?
Oh, Birdie Boy.
Oh, Valatu.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Mr.
heard
Mr. Hot
Valadu.
Energy, yeah.
I heard Valadu. It kind of.
Mr. Hot
Yeah.
Energy. Okay.
Mr. Hot
Oh,
Energy.
yeah.
Queen Unmute and agree with me. Don't leave me here alone.
She just said in the chat, "Oh, Val, the
The
bill."
bill.
Oh my god.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
PG guys, PG.
Unintended consequence.
So it's a javelin of lightning, not a, or is
Yeah.
it a spear of lightning?
It's the same stats basically.
Oh,
Yes.
that's mostly what I'm wondering. Like, so it'd just be, but it'd be. Oh, I guess it is the exact same spats. Never mind. Yeah, I thought I forgot a spear and javelin were both 1d6. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can throw a spear or a javelin as well.
Only question is, can I make it a +1 javelin of lightning with my infusions? Probably not. No, I don't think I can actually. By at least in
Eating Ritz, why aren't you eating Cheez-Its, man? Those are better.
I don't know. When I could eat gluten, the Ritz are better. If you get like the sour cream and onion ones,
I mean, Ritz are pretty good. I'll give you that. But
They're-
I'm not wild about sour cream and onion.
blasphemy, Talon. It's the best.
I don't like onions.
Blasphemy.
Okay, now you know why you were banished.
But continue. I'm
You're
screaming.
you showed up at your hall and you're like, they're like, dude, we just got a shipment of fucking, we just got a shipment of Pringles, and you're like, I don't like Pringles.
Oh, I love Pringles.
They're sour cream and onion Pringles.
Ah.
Exactly, that's why you get kicked from heaven.
Yeah.
You were just
That's
in
fun
in Valhalla, and freaking Odin walks up to you and is like, "Well, man, have some of these lovely Lay's chips that I got for everyone." And you're like, they're not that good. And Odin's just like, "Fuck you, buddy."
I'll show
Robia.
you not that good.
Hey, Farian was never in Valhalla. He's from Midgard. He was a normal guy, just the son of a freaking blacksmith.
Yeah, but you died in battle. That's close enough.
He didn't die. He got pulled through. Well, he doesn't know how he got here.
I thought that you described him as like he died on the battlefield, and then
No,
he showed
didn't
up here.
die. So he was actually taking a wounded soldier back to the medical tents. He dropped the guy, goes through the tent, and then he's just in a bag.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could also make the argument that the time in between like the medical tent and here is you being dead.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But he doesn't know that. As far as he knows, memory-wise, he walked out of the tent and he was in the bag where
Yeah.
you guys found him.
That's because Odin
forgot
also
we
wiped
found
your
him in a
memory of
bag.
Valhalla, so that way you wouldn't remember anything there.
Fair.
You have to learn penance the right way. Learn to appreciate onions.
God, but would you like your sad fact of the day that I
Mm.
didn't know until I was like looking at ingredients? Pringles have gluten.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I was like looking. Like one day I was like eating Pringles and I was like, why am I incredibly itchy right now?
I mean,
And
they
I
do have
turned-
gluten-free Pringles, but I've heard they're nasty.
Fair. I turned the
Yeah, that's
can
why I get
over. I
the-
went, oh, and learned. Anyway, continue.
Yes.
Flashback. Or flash forward, I suppose.
So, you guys are at the gates, arguing with an attendant.
Woohoo!
Just to
Ooh.
be just to be
Swapping.
clear, this is like while we were coming on our way to regroup with them, or are we like
They have
magically
been
regrouping
stuck
them?
arguing with this attendant.
Oh, got it. So we are regrouping with them. Okay.
What's up?
I don't
Where
know. I
was
like the
other
idea
group
of
now?
us,
We're regrouping.
and
So
I
yeah.
like the idea of us being fashionably late.
So
Hello.
Voltor and Lineback kind of show up while you guys are arguing with this attendant.
Oh yeah, I want to say the girls definitely like got ready beforehand. Like they used their I feel like they probably used their mother's mirror.
Wait, hang
Wait,
on.
okay. Important question.
Can you
Is this
stop,
like
Claire?
a gate on the way to meet with
Ismark.
Oh,
Ismark,
Ismark.
or is this, or are we just skipping the Ismark meeting and going straight to the
are we going
party
to
at
the
the
Ismark
gate?
meeting?
Oh,
can
well,
skip the
I thought you
Ismark
guys weren't going to
meeting.
Ismark. That's why I said that.
Oh, no,
definitely,
no.
we
No,
split.
we
we
always
were
had
splitting up.
planned
Go
to
to
go to
Ismark.
Ismark.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
that's
you.
why we
All
split.
right. Okay, very
Okay.
well. Okay, you guys, we'll go back to that in the future. For the past, you know what I mean. Okay, so you guys arrive at the meeting spot.
Mhm.
It is very still and quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Song to like wait in the carriage or the wagon or whatever, and I'm gonna like keep my sword drawn and my shield up, and I'm gonna walk outside and be like, "Ismark."
Cold air. Roll perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Varian's on the driver's seat, so hammer's in his hand,
Hey.
looking around as well.
Natural 19, so 22.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
There is something looking at you from underneath a bunch of bushes.
How far away is it?
15 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna do divine sense.
It doesn't register.
Okay, cool. So it's not it is not a celestial, a fiend, or an undead. Okay.
Correct.
Does it look like it's an animal?
It's got big yellow eyes.
I'm gonna slowly walk forward, just like 5 feet.
You hear a very guttural growl.
Song's gonna like lean like closer to the window up front where Varian is and just keep your eye on her.
You can see a tail in the back.
I've got it.
Natalia.
Huh?
You can see a tail at the back of the bush.
Storm.
Storm,
What? Yeah?
behind
Get
the
away
bush.
from it.
Back up, back up.
I back up.
And Song's already going to like push open the door of the carriage.
Varian has already
The
gone
huge
into
cat
fight mode.
dashes and tries to run into the forest.
A huge cat?
Does it look like a saber tooth?
It is.
Oh, Song is fucking without thinking she's running. She's thrown herself out and she's running
After the cat?
after the cat.
Oh man, I go
Charge.
after her.
Yep. Hey, all three of us are chasing after the saber-toothed cat, I guess.
I'm like, wait, Varian, the wagon!
I look at the horse and just growl,
Yeah, it's like, horse,
and then keep
come here,
running.
buddy.
Hold on. What?
I'm
You want some
intimidating
more?
the horse to stay still.
Roll
You're
intimidation.
telling me
That
someone's
horses
running.
don't do that. You can't intimidate a horse. They either run
done
or
it
they
in
kill
real life.
themselves.
I have done it in real life.
Horses are bags of
16.
anxiety-driven fight or flight. They
I
either
know.
run or they die in place. Those are their only two
I know.
options.
I know. Hey, Varian's not smart. He has a -1 intelligence.
Horses
Humans are
are like
slightly
people.
smarter.
All they need is the emotions of fear and confusion.
Okay, I need to know, does the horse run or does the horse die?
What did you roll for
It
intimidation?
would probably sit down. I am 16. Am I?
Okay.
No, I'm not
They
muted.
they
Yeah.
respond, but they do so in a little bit of a sassy way.
They
I was
flick their
gonna
little
stay here.
tail and ears.
I was gonna stay here anyway. You know. They snort at you, almost knowingly.
um,
I'm surprised none
Okay,
of you ever
yeah.
investigated the horses.
No, we never did.
No,
Technically,
please
though,
do
the
the
growl
horse.
would have been in primordial. Not that the horse would understand it. But if anyone spoke primordial, they would hear "Stay the fuck there" as Farian is running.
Now here's a question: as they're running, how far ahead is the cat from Song? Because she took off right after it
Who
took
all
off.
understands primordial besides Talon anyway?
I
Not
don't
me.
think anyone.
Okay, got
I
you.
do. I'm too far away.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm too
Nice.
busy trying to get trying to get Valator to come back to life. Make sure that they don't die.
You're
Yeah.
doing the fucking.
Oh.
You're doing the CPR scene from Jurassic Park.
Yep.
I never saw that movie.
Oh man.
I've seen, but no. We're not adding it to
Add
the
it
watch
to the
party,
movie
though. I've
night.
seen part of it, and it just doesn't look that interesting.
Oh
Eh,
my.
Valid.
What is not? What is okay?
It's
What
a
is not
classic.
fun about a bunch of people getting eaten by dinosaurs? You love this shit.
Yeah, I know. I know. I
It's a
tried to watch
classic.
it for like 30 minutes, and just like nothing happened, so I got bored.
Read the book.
No,
The
I
book
tried
is actually better than the movie.
I tried to read the book.
Like okay, everything goes to shit like 40 minutes in. All you need is do is
Well,
chill for
they
the,
should
like,
have
2
had it
minutes.
go to shit quicker.
Jesus Christ.
So impatient. Kids
Haven't
these
you
days.
seen the new Jurassic Park movies? That shit hits the fan
Yes.
in like 6 minutes. It was fantastic.
Okay,
Yeah.
but they're grossly incompetent.
They are
Okay,
very
Not
much
just
yeah.
so.
egregious, like grossly, deliberately incompetent.
I don't watch this stuff for like the ethical treatment of animals. I watch it to see destruction and death.
They basically open that park specifically so that way they can murder hundreds of people. The people
And
in
they
charge
basically
are
did.
complacent.
Honestly,
Like,
it's
oh,
They
I've
did
here,
been,
that
let's
shit on
open
I've
up
been
a
an
carnivore
insurance scam.
petting zoo.
They got a little too lucky in Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World a little too many times.
Yes. Like
never
they
even
even
seen the
were talking
original.
about a carnivore petting zoo.
Yeah.
I'm just like, y'all should have died.
Just imagine, what did they tell their insurers, dude? Just imagine being an actuary going like they have a what now?
Carnivore petting zoo. You mean a cat?
No, we mean Compsognathus and Velociraptors, Utah Raptors.
And how
It's
sharp are their
fine,
teeth?
don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, they've been
Nothing
bred
can go
for
wrong.
passivity.
God.
Somewhere
could go
Harmony's
wrong.
yelling, not in the budget.
God. But as they're running, how far ahead is the cat? Because Song took off right after it.
That's a great question considering it has very fast movement.
We're also
Uh,
fast.
Yeah, we can move 35 feet, and we're sprinting.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
but, like,
slower than
70?
both of you.
What? What'd you say, Talon?
I said I'm slower than both of you at 30.
Oh no.
Why are they chasing the cat? Because Song ran after the cat and Slore ran
Well,
after
here's the
Song.
thing. Here's the thing. If the cat showed up, that if it's a saber-toothed tiger, it's Genie Boy's cat. And why is Genie Boy's cat here?
What is your
Oh
hold
yeah.
on, what's your movement speed?
35, but sprinting, so 70, I think, is
Yeah,
the map
it's
for
a
that.
cat. It's faster than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's still within 10 feet.
It's probably around
Lightning
like 30
lure it.
feet away. It's gaining around 5 feet around.
Okay, this is
I-
so dumb. This is so dumb. This might not work, Theo. But Song's gonna go ahead and cast Prestidigitation. It's 10 feet, but she's going to make the smell. She can make an odd odor, so she's gonna make the smell of catnip, and then she's going to also she
Does
can
your
make like a.
character know what catnip is?
I assume that everyone in the world knows what catnip is.
I mean, catnip is a very prevalent weed. It's
Yeah, it's literally everywhere.
Okay, but do you have the education to know its effects on feline species?
We literally had a cat, I think, canonically at one point. The twins did.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember Theo
Okay.
mentioning that properly at one point.
Chip actually carries around a bag of catnip on him all the time.
So hang on. I see that Song wants it to stop. So can I make the cat make a wisdom save because I want it to try and command it?
Isn't there a range limit on that?
60 feet.
Probably within 60 feet, realistically.
As long as it can hear it and understand your language. Wait, I don't think command needs you to understand its language.
Nope.
I don't think it does.
Hear it and understand a.
Well,
A
it
language.
it may be pretend to be dumb, but Magic knows it's bullshit. So, all right. Wow, it has a shockingly high wisdom. I'm not gonna lie.
Rats.
Mm.
Uh,
Can you, would the prestidigitation with catnip smell make any difference on that? Would
rolled a
he get
25.
disadvantage?
Oh,
Oh no.
Yep,
all
no,
right.
it's gone.
It's running into the forest.
What was the genie's name?
Oh, it was what was, it was the guy we jumped out of the window after who becomes the genie
Rictavio.
and
Bertavio.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna yell, "We're friends of Bertavio!"
it runs faster.
Ugh, all right.
Yeah, Song is just she's gonna go as long as she can, and then when it disappears, can she see where the underbrush is where it would have broken it? She's not really trained in survival, but
Yeah, we're not rangers.
Roll
no.
survival.
Oh,
You want to know what
19.
you want to know what the really funny thing is?
What?
Barbarians are proficient in survival.
Oh hell yeah, that's a 19.
I'm a
So what are
paladin.
you
I'm
doing,
proficient in
Farian?
survival.
Chasing after the girls right now because
Yeah.
they're faster than me,
Okay.
and probably
What's your
tracking
passive
their
perception,
footprint.
everyone?
11. Oh no, 13.
13.
12. 12, yeah.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Why?
Natalia, deck save.
Oh
Song.
fuck.
You're right next to me, though.
14. So, well, I don't get it
Oh,
yet.
are
I don't
you?
think you get
Excellent.
that.
And you need to make me a deck save as well.
But here's the thing: is I don't think you get the.
Oh, right, the dex save. That's not till like level 6.
You know,
It's like level
I was
5 or
curious about
something.
how far away you two were, but now that
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
clarified
we're
that
literally right.
We're
she's
like-
right behind her.
Yeah,
Song
we're like
took off and Storm came
20
out
feet
right
ahead
after.
of Farian, but we're right next to each other.
Yeah,
Dex
they're
save?
like 10 feet ahead of me. Because I'm
30, 20.
sprinting at 60, they're
Yeah, so that's a
sprinting at
four-
70.
That's a 14 and a 20. So 14 for me, 24 Storm.
Okay. Storm manages to dodge to the side. You fall into a 8-foot pit.
Oh.
You just hear Song just start screaming as she's just falling.
Yeah, I'm immediately like,
There's lots of mud.
I'm like diving for you. I'm like, what the hell?
Do you dive in the pit as well?
Not in the pit. Like I throw myself at the edge and like try to grab you before you fall all the way.
So
I assume
your
I don't make
feet
it
are
though.
sticking in the mud, and the mud starts to stink. And something even worse happens. You can almost feel a foot tickling the bottom of your foot, or a
Oh god.
hand.
Song's trying to climb up the
Through
side.
the
She's just
shoe.
yep. Song's just trying to climb up the side. She's just Storm, grab me, Storm.
Yeah, I'm like I throw the rope down and I'm like yelling like, but I like drop the rope down so she can grab it.
Song's gonna grab on and start trying to climb up the
I
side.
start pulling.
She's not very
The
strong.
funny thing is, as you two are doing this, and Farian just ends up running up and running down the edge of the pit and grabbing Song and just yanking her out.
No, my flesh! As you pull her out.
Yep.
Song is like full force, like clinging to Varian.
Oh yeah.
An eye appears inside the mud.
Varian, climb faster, Varian.
Yep. He'll just walk
It
backwards.
squints angrily.
Storm yells at it like, fuck off!
All right, I got this. I got this.
It blows bubbles as if farting, and then like it just like slithers down a hole inside the center. It was a black slime.
Oh,
A what?
I actually do have this. I'm going to rage and attack this thing from range.
What?
While you're just still holding Song.
Get my
Oh,
sister
yeah.
out of there first.
You see, Farian, I mean, it's not that deep of a pit, so I can probably walk backwards and set you down on the ground. While we're on level ground, I'm going to pull out my javelin as I start raging, and I'm going to throw it in.
I mean, it's going down. It's literally going down almost like a dragon. Just to get it out of the way.
Oh,
How many times can you rage a day again?
3.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
You
And
hear the
since we have
sound
the long
of
rest-
a screaming cat. Like
Oh
Ah.
god. Song did not. Here's the thing: is I think she freezes for a second, looks at Storm, looks towards the sound, and then she just starts going to go again.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you do it, god damn it.
Look, she's already ahead.
Storm thinking about how perfect her hair is supposed to look.
My
I
hair's
guess
green with
negate
raven
the whole-
feathers.
negate the whole rage attack thing. I'll just chase after the girls some more.
Sorry, it's okay. You can rage attack. She's fine. As she's running, she's presidentationing herself, like cleaning herself up.
There is a saber-tooth tiger in the corner of another pit, growling and swiping at a black ooze.
Okay, I jump into the pit and stab the ooze with my sword. Like I jump on top of it.
Okay.
I don't know what
You
black
sure?
ooze does.
You sure about that?
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
don't-
It's fine.
I don't think it's
Don't-
fine. I don't think it's fine.
I am metagaming here. Please don't.
You hit it. Your weapon has a permanent -1 to damage
Oh, really?
as it corrodes.
You goober!
Oh
What?
god.
Yep.
I don't use slime.
Nope. It's not the slime.
What is it?
They're
It's a black pudding.
they're acidic.
Yeah, they ruin iron weapons, isn't it? And like armor.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
all
they
weapons.
look at they look at Katya's armor like it's a snack.
Her weapon was magical if it matters. Because I enchanted it.
This is
I'll say it eats the enchantment.
Okay, I have to re-enchant it when I see her next.
Yeah.
You feel its
Rude.
enchantment break.
All right, can I just like?
That's why I was going to attack
Yeah.
from range.
Valtor feels this from like a range. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We're
He's
dying.
just like, the girls are dead.
That's what snaps him awake from the CPR.
Yep.
He's like my enchantment.
What the fuck what the fuck could have done that? Not many things. None of them are good.
Yeah.
All right, can I like just grab the cat and start trying to climb out into the pit with it?
Can Song just try and
cat?
like?
You are
You
going
don't
to
have
be
any idea how heavy it is.
I
Here's the
have
thing: Song
20
is already. Yeah, Song is gonna like slide down just a little bit to try and give help, but she has no strength, so it will be useless. So it's
Yeah,
not even a
I
help
have
action.
20 strength and I'm proficient in animal
It's
handling.
like
I would
easily
like to give it a
500
try.
pounds.
Can you farmers carry a 500-pound cat?
Oh god! Here's the thing: is I feel like that's when the girls start yelling for Farian again.
Yeah.
Like, Hunter's
I
got
have
an arm around
16
it. Song's got a hold of it. It's like,
it is currently trying to climb up, but it's like the sides is like slippery with ooze.
oh, can Song use prestidigitation to clean up the sides where its feet are stepping and just like cast and then
Okay,
cancel
yeah,
and then?
it helps. But what it's doing is it's doing like the panic like Scooby Doo trying to climb out of a pit thing. And it's not working.
Oh, like the cat trying to get out of a bath, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet are flying.
I guess we start fighting the ooze then. I
Yeah.
will use my wooden spear.
Yeah, as Song is like, Song's just gonna, as it's trying to get up, just continue. Just you're all right. Calm down, come on.
I'll pull out my ghost bane crossbow and just shoot it with that.
Roll initiative.
Roll
Ooh,
initiative.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Hold on, I didn't say roll yet, damn it.
Ah, well, damn.
Sorry, Valtor. You get a cool magic item and they get combat. We definitely did not luck out with the
No.
party splitting. We got the worst end of the deal.
Oh, what?
I mean, he's not wrong. But
My
I mean,
God.
I do think it was a great RP moment for Baltor. I'm very happy with that
Yeah.
part of it.
Here's the
Okay,
thing.
I will rephrase.
As a player,
Linebeck
though.
got the bad end of the deal.
Yeah, Lineback got shafted a bit.
Lineback imagine we'll imagine being able to set a fucking black pudding on fire.
Oh, you
Hey,
can
he
set them on fire?
Then-
He's the only one in canon who knows Voltor's backstory now, at least.
Yeah.
Now they
Alright,
have a special little fun moment.
Okay.
Still
now
very
roll
suspicious
now
of you.
Roll initiative.
Do we have to re-roll or if we
Yes.
rolled? Oh god, okay.
Because I didn't say roll initiative.
Oh no, it's so much worse!
It
But it's
is.
the
I got
penalty
a
you
4.
pay.
I got a 3. I went from a 13 to a 3.
I went from a dirty 20 to a 4.
19.
Wow. Okay. I call bullshit. My black pudding roll a 3 on initiative.
Oh wait, what's its dexterity?
This is literally that meme where it's like I got like a 19 on my initiative. I got a 3. I got a so and so. You guys are rolling initiative?
All right.
You guys are getting paid?
Storm, your play.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to Hunter's Market and I'm going to shoot it with the crossbow.
Okay.
So I have it written down. I have it written down that the Ghostbane crossbow, it does 2d6 against ghosts, but I don't know how much it does against not ghosts.
It's just normal magical damage.
Well, I gotta look that up. Hang on.
It doesn't get it. Yeah. So it's like a magical piercing damage. It doesn't get a bonus. So it's just normal.
1d8 piercing. Okay. And then, so let me roll.
It should be on your sheet.
No, I did write it down. I wrote it down. I wrote down the ghost damage. I didn't write down just normal crossbow damage.
Ah.
Okay. 15 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah.
Its AC is 7. It's very easy to hit.
7.
Yep.
Okay. 10 damage.
Okay. It eats the arrow.
Rude. I don't know. I like bare my fangs and hiss at it.
Tried sucking its blood.
No, I'm not gonna try drinking its blood.
He's trying to kill her.
All right, Farian.
Okay, yeah. Wooden spear, two-handed. That's a 13 to hit.
Will hit.
Yep. And okay, here's the 6 piercing and the 5 points of radiant damage because I'm raging.
Okay. So bludgeoning, right?
Piercing.
Piercing. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm stabbing it with a two-handed wooden spear.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like
Okay,
bludgeoning would be better than piercing, just because it's a
Is-
slime and you're like chucking stuff off of it
a-
instead of
as-
just poking.
My hammer is made of iron. My spear is made of wood.
You take 2 acid damage.
Fair.
Yep.
And
Round down to 1.
And your weapon now has a cumulative -1 damage to penalty to
Did you
to
say
damage
you're down
rolls.
to 1?
No, I rounded down to 1. I'm raging.
No. So, okay.
Oh.
Now you have a -1 to damage rolls to that weapon. Permanent.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
So
Is
it's
it-
a
is it-
1d8 plus 2 instead of a plus 3.
Yeah.
Is it the slime first or song first?
It would
Isn't
appear,
it,
according to D&D Beyond, it's the slime.
Oh,
Isn't
no.
it when your weapon hits like a negative modifier, that's when it disintegrates, or is it when it hits 0?
No, what happens is it gives an increasingly negative penalty up until 5. After 5, it's destroyed.
Yeah, which
okay.
I'm fine with destroying the spear. I can literally make
Yeah, he's
one
literally
again.
just gonna whittle another one.
Literally.
So I like to
Which-
imagine another life. He dealt with these fuckers.
Hey, Farian. Is it just
Yeah.
my screen, or is your Tailspire thing kind
It
of
flickers.
flickering? Okay.
Yeah. The NVIDIA graphics drivers update was kind of crap. They're working on repairing them.
Oh no,
Yeah.
my
No, it's
bad
fine, I
internet
just
is
wanted to be
infecting
sure it wasn't
everyone
my
else.
thing.
Actually,
So-
technically, that should have been a plus 5, not a plus 3 for the first one because of the raging.
You're saying I shouldn't update my graphics drivers right now?
Yeah, not if you're NVIDIA.
I think I am,
Oops.
so I'll
It's
hold off.
there's a leak with it's between Discord and NVIDIA right
Okay.
now.
All right.
Okay.
We can talk about that later.
Yep.
Okay. So, the pudding, having had a slight bit of taste, goes back to song.
What? Oh no.
Fuck it. Rolled an 8 to hit.
That does not hit.
That doesn't
You
even
like-
hit song.
You like sidestep, like nope.
I like to imagine it's
So
the
what happened
cat,
is it
like-
got into a little ball and spit at you.
Oh my god.
Who'd we lose?
Yeah.
Oh, Bea left.
Song's just going to. How dare you?
It
And that's
bubbles
her up.
offensively.
And that's her up next, right?
Hi, Appleton.
So she's going to go ahead and whip
Oh,
out
the
her
squishy little thing with 23 hit points.
Okay, listen, it didn't even hit her.
Oh, it'll hit you. Don't worry.
Okay, but so she's going to whip out her wand of magic missiles. She's going to point at it. She's going to at 5th level cast magic missile, which will be 6, 7, 8, I think, in its
Yeah.
face.
84
So
plus 8.
then I'm going to roll this. That's 4 damage. So 4 times 8. They got really quiet.
Yeah.
32.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then plus 8 because 84 plus 8.
Well, no, wouldn't it be 4 times 8?
Well, no, that would assume you rolled. Well, did you roll a 4?
With
Okay,
the
then yeah, and then but that
with the plus 1, it was a 3 plus
How many
1.
darts?
8,
8.
because it's at 5th level, so you start with 3 plus 4.
You cast at a 5th level?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I have my
charges.
wand.
Yeah, the wand can't go that high.
Yes, it can. I had 6 charges.
Oh,
She's using 5 charges.
Mm-hmm.
alright. I'm pretty sure it's cat, so let me check.
I don't think so.
Not
I'm
not the
like-
way you originally talked about the specific wand.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. How many charges did you use?
5 and I had 6, so I still have 1
Okay.
charge.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
You don't want to roll that d20, do you?
Mm-mm.
She does not.
You fucking love your magic missile.
It's all I have.
It almost killed her.
It almost killed her.
So
It is
it
to her
spews
advantage
it
now.
spews out a bunch of pink bubbles when it attacks.
Does it die?
It's getting a
It does
personality.
not.
Oh god, it can take that much damage.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
tough.
And then with the rest of her movement, she's just gonna start working on backing out of the pit. So she'll back up 35 feet.
It's what's the maximum climbing rolls?
She can spider climb.
Yep, we've
Oh,
all got
okay, fair
spider
enough.
climb.
Fucking damn fears, man.
So yeah, she's just gonna back on up out of the pit. Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to hit you in the face.
Mr.
Um,
Man.
All
I
right.
didn't know he was under my leg. I
Storm.
smacked him.
Me. Okay. How's the cat doing? Is the cat still like?
It's having a bad time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I be able to take half movement and like drag the cat with me?
No.
Is that a thing? Okay.
No, it's too heavy.
It's 500 pounds.
We know. Okay. Stupid black thing.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna just shoot it with the ghost crossbow again. It's a good thing it's got low AC. That's 12 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so a D8 and the D6 because I've still got the hunter's mark. Oh wow, 14 damage. That's max damage.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
So yeah, the piercing and the magic hunter damage.
Oh boy. Okay.
Can the cat like roll acrobatics to see if it manages to get out?
Yeah, can it try to get out?
If it gets out, it's running away again.
It already failed.
Oh no.
All right, Farian.
Yup. It's 7 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
This thing is like minus
That's,
dexterity, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's 4 for the piercing and 7 for the radiant.
Okay. Another ooze appears out of the earth.
What? Same color?
Yep.
Rude.
And yet
Which-
now it's
It split.
-1 again.
What splits?
It split.
Yeah, when you do so much damage to them, they split.
So did a second one come out, or this one just split in two?
This one split in two.
Okay.
Two black puddings. They draw some like almost dissolved teeth and mesh them together to form a smile at Song.
Song is out of the pit. She's back. She's 35
They
feet
have
out from it.
ranged attacks.
Keep them away.
They're gonna spit at you.
Oh, speaking of, I need to roll damage for you, Varian. You take 5 acid damage,
Mhm.
bud.
Yep.
It's fine.
Which
It's fine.
is-
Song can just
What is
back it
the
up.
reduced for 5? Would it be half damage
3.
because of raging? And yeah, okay.
One is going to climb up to try to physically attack Song,
Hmm.
because it also has spider climb.
Okay,
If it
has to
passes me,
hit.
do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Does it have to be melee though?
Yep.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna. I don't want to get the acid damage.
Okay, so 14. Yeah, it would be 14 is what it has to hit. Okay.
It's gonna roll a hit. Oh no.
Is it a crit? It's a crit, isn't it?
Theo.
It's a crit. Yep.
Okay.
She's gonna die, y'all. It was nice knowing y'all.
You stop that.
She's very squishy.
Mm.
Alright. Alright, so that's 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no.
How much? Is it over 15?
Yeah.
How much?
A lot.
Did you just kill me?
It has to be over your max.
It has to be double your max to.
Yep.
insta-kill.
Song. She's done.
What's your
Ooh.
max
Oh.
health?
Oh no, 23.
15?
So no,
No, your maximum health.
23.
Yeah, it would have to be 40
Yeah, you're fine.
to kill you.
That's
Yeah.
that's just the acid damage.
Oh,
Wait,
that's not
no,
even
wait.
the
I
bludgeoning?
rolled 5 for
The
1
damage.
damage? No. Wow, you live from 1 damage. Holy fuck, you're lucky.
So it got 45 damage.
Yeah.
Can somebody
Oh,
please
man.
get to? Can somebody
Your
please
maximum
get to her?
damage to avoid getting instantly killed is 46. If it rolled 1 more damage, you were dead. Like capital D.
Okay. Can somebody please get to her and
Yep,
let her just
I'm
run up a
working
tree?
on it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I'm- Give me my turn, Theo.
The
So
other...
you just watch as Song just eyes back in her head just fucking falls to the ground.
Yeah, I'm still in the pit, so I imagine I didn't like see it, but I feel like I did that thing where I get like that chill on the back of my neck, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yep. Go, go, go.
Mm-hmm. I hate to do this to you, but
If
the
you-
other one would absolutely attack Song. What? It's a
What?
ranged
I'm
attack.
right.
You know, that's
Why are they
kind of
both going for Song? I'm right in front of it.
It is a
Yeah,
ranged
they're in the
attack.
pit.
So it has
that's only
disadvantage
one,
since
that's
she's
only one
prone.
failure. So now it's Storm's turn.
So I failed
Okay.
once.
Yeah. However, you remember is that when these creatures split, they split their health. So like now each individual is like quite, squishy.
Okay, so I, like, fucking spider climb up the top of it. Like, she said she was like 35 feet away from me. So I can get to her, but I can't drag her away. So I'm gonna just run up to you, and I'm just gonna dump my 15 lay on hands points into you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like position myself so I'm like in front of the acid thing, so that I'm like blocking you from it.
So her eyes just open. She's breathing so heavy.
and she just
It ruined your dress.
it. She wasn't wearing her nice dress yet. At least it was her still her traveling clothes.
Okay, so you've got
It ate
I'll
your
save
shoes.
one just in case someone goes unconscious. So you've got 14 hit points.
Okay, 14. Okay.
Just in case
Okay,
you collapse.
remember the alternate down rolls still apply. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so Farian, what are you doing, bud?
Yep, same thing. Second verse, same as the first.
Not a whole lot
If
better
I
Making it
and
with
a
a
whole
stick,
lot
if I
worse.
and making
switch-
it my bitch.
So well, no, I can't do that because I'd have to draw another weapon. Never mind. 24 to hit. That's 7 points of piercing damage and 5 points of radiant damage to the one I've been attacking pre-split.
Boom, dead.
All right. And yeah, I can't do 2 actions because I don't have a second weapon drawn, and now I'm down to just my rage damage bonus on the spear. So it's 1d8 flat, no plus anything. And I'll take the acid damage from the splashback.
Okay. That would be. Ouch. 6 damage.
Reduced to 3. Not bad.
Yeah. Thank God for good old rage.
Rage,
huh?
right?
Does it reduce acid damage?
It reduces all. Let me see.
It's bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, then no, I'm not reducing. Never mind.
Okay.
So that's
I think it's like 7
3.
I think it's like just 7 more damage. It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, it's really not that bad. I'm 21 instead of 28.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not even that major.
Because I rolled pretty low in the other one, so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's
this
all I
thing
got.
is nasty to melee, so I'll tell you that. It's gross.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fortunately for Song, like, she doesn't have any armor that she cares about, right? So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's just got the mage
Because if
armor.
it hits you, it literally will dissolve your armor.
So does
Yeah.
that mean since she got hit by it, does that mean her AC is -1?
No,
No.
she has
Mage
armor.
mage armor on,
Mhm.
so.
Oh, does she have like natural armor on?
No.
I don't
Okay.
think she wears any armor.
No, I
She
don't. I
can't. She's
can't.
Sorcerers don't wear
sorcerer.
armor.
Yeah. So she just has like her clothes are fucked up. That's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be mad about that later.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna
This
have
one,
to dip immediately after combat.
gotcha. So for this one, I don't have much of a choice. So what I'm gonna
Are you
do is I'm just gonna
serious?
roll a d20. If it's even, it's gonna hit Storm. If it's odd, it's gonna hit Song. Oh.
Okay.
I mean,
Bye, y'all.
Well, you have 14 health.
Yeah,
Wait,
she's gonna go
crit.
down
You said
again.
even with
Yeah.
Storm.
And Storm got straight in front of her.
Yeah, so it should be attacking me.
She is interposing.
Well, you need a feat to prevent someone from doing that, but
No, wait.
Well, yeah, no, but it gives her cover.
Didn't he just say? I thought you just said even with Storm.
I'm actually not 100% sure. I was under the impression that was the case, but
Yeah,
Oh,
so
then, yeah.
just attack
Okay.
me then.
if you wish.
I can take it. I'm gonna cry about the armor later, but I'd rather not cry over my sister. So
Yeah. That's a 20 to hit.
hit.
Not Nat though, so at least it's not gonna completely murder you. So that is 7 plus 18.
So 25.
Damage.
Okay.
Your armor now has a permanent -1 penalty to the AC it offers.
Awesome.
Plus, it extends the edge of your hair too. Frayed a little bit.
Oh, I cuss.
All right. Song, what are you doing?
So
This
Song
thing
is
this thing almost just devoured you whole.
So what she's gonna do is be smart for once in her life. So she's going to run back another 35 feet. Then she's going to,
Disengage.
yep, she's gonna as an action disengage, run back 35 feet, and then she's going to use a sorcerer point, which is just 1 point to do it because it's a cantrip, to be able to cast, like, move her one spell into a bonus action. Let me double check that. That I believe it's only 1 for cantrips.
Okay.
No, it's 2, so I lied on that, but I'll take 2 off. And she's going to go ahead and you cast Firebolt.
Mhm.
Wait, I can be smarter. I'm going to change that. Sorry, Theo. She's going to go ahead and cast Magic Missile at first level because she has the regular spell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 3 darts. So that'll be 2 damage per dart. So that'll be 2, 4, 6
plus
damage.
1.
No,
So that'd be
that's 1.
9.
That's 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's adding my plus 1.
Okay.
So 2 per dart. So
It's
6
still
damage.
alive, barely.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah.
And that will be the end of her turn.
So I rolled an 18 in my d20.
Uh-huh.
So
What's that mean?
wild magic.
Oh, but I don't even have wild
Ooh,
magic.
can I
It's a
I
straight
roll
up.
the
Whenever
stuff?
you cast a spell that is first level or higher, I roll.
I
But
want to
isn't
roll
that,
the
that's
100.
only before I rest, and we've rested.
Nope.
That's how wild magic
Wi-
works.
Yeah, wild magic is
Oh.
anytime you cast a spell of first level or higher, he has to roll for it, and the roll
Mhm.
determines whether or not it goes off.
I want to roll the
However,
100 and see what
Chaos,
happens.
Watch
Tides
this be
of
the time that I.
Chaos
Okay.
is a separate ability where
Okay.
once you use it, the DM then chooses the next time that wild magic happens.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Watch,
I
Instead of
rolled
it being a roll, he can just be like, wild magic goes off.
okay.
But
Watch
you
this
get the
be the
advantage.
time I cast Fireball or some shit.
Yeah.
I want to roll. I want to roll.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay, he does have a custom wild magic table that
That's low. 9. No, wait,
Well,
40.
you didn't
I read it
roll what I
backwards.
needed you to roll. I doubt you
A
can use physical
100.
dice. You're gonna have to use Discord.
Oh, okay. Discord doesn't like me.
What if we roll a actual 100-sided dice that I have? It's a ball.
Oh no, this
it's
is
pretty great.
53.
This is the D10,000.
Oh, okay.
Well, D10,000.
yo
Yep.
Ben 10,000. Yo, I love that guy.
I got 53.
On a D10,000.
No, he
What?
needs you to roll
Yeah,
a D10,000.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm saying. I'm rolling a win. I'm rolling it.
It's a custom table.
6, 9,
Yes.
Can I
5, 5.
955.
10,000. Can I
Nice.
see the table?
I also I don't want to see it because I
No.
don't want to know what's gonna happen, but I also just want to know how you have 10,000 things on that table.
It's probably just like an amalgamation of a bunch of other wild magic
Yeah.
tables.
Is it
Interesting.
Fireball? What is it?
A haunting lullaby plays whenever you cast a spell.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God. How long does that last?
Don't worry about it.
I'm so worried
Forever.
about it.
All right.
It won't last forever. Wild magic wears off eventually.
I think the
Sometimes,
longest one
yeah,
is like a
yeah.
week.
Okay. That song's turn. Now to Storm.
Hi. I shoot it with the crossbow.
Okay, don't miss.
19.
That hits.
19.
Crap. That's plus 10 damage.
Okay, that'll kill it.
Woohoo!
Okay. I see it dissolve. I'm gonna run back over to Song and I'm gonna do a level 1 cure wounds on her. And I'm gonna be like, what the f-?
So I think with
Ironically,
that,
your internet censored you.
yeah. So
That's
I think
really
with
funny.
that, Song just fucking, she gets like these little tears in her eyes. She's just gonna fall into Storm's arms.
Yeah, I cure wound you for 12 points back.
Thank you.
All right. So the cat gets out of there, and the black pudding transforms back. I'm kidding. I'm
Better
kidding.
be.
I wouldn't
Okay.
do that to you.
I mean,
I
you
could
would.
hear the anger. The betrayal.
Alright. Since we're out of combat, I'm gonna have to dip.
So.
Okay.
Somebody else is gonna have to take over the streaming.
I'll journal for you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I need to be able to see what's happening.
Yep. Not that we can actually see anything
it's
right
fine.
now,
We're not
but
gonna be
yeah.
using it, so it's all right.
Eh,
At this point.
Later.
Yeah.
So, combat ends. You are victorious. The saber-toothed cat finally manages to get out of the pit, and is looking very shaken, very upset.
So I think with that, Song just kind of like holds out a hand while she's like still in Storm's arms and just, we're not going to hurt you.
It spits.
Hey, she just almost fucking died trying to help you.
Twice.
It yawns.
I'm about to attack the cat if someone doesn't
Yeah,
stop me.
Storm's got like not Storm. Song's got her arms around like one arm around Storm, and she's just don't.
Okay, so it's like I start to get up, but then it's like you're like, and I'm like, oh my god.
So Storm's gonna take like she's gonna kind of like rub at her teary eyes, and then kind of let go of Storm, like almost hesitantly, and then kind of take like a couple steps forward, and then just sit down. She's eye level with the cat, and just, I promise we will not hurt you. Would you like me to help you get the gunk out, all the ooze off of you?
The gunk disappears, and the cat saunters off, um, rather haughtily.
I'm on a hunter's market.
Song's already like Storm.
That's because it'll let me
It's
track
got its
it.
tail high in the air.
Oh, like follow me?
I guess, yeah. The Song's gonna give kind of like a look towards Storm and then just start walking after the cat.
Okay. Yeah, I've put like one of your like arms around my shoulder as we're walking.
Yeah. I feel like definitely like Song is just like leaning into Storm because that was an experience for her.
I know. Like every time Storm sees the color like black for the next like 2 weeks, she's gonna have PTSD flashbacks.
Oh no.
She or the cat goes up to a tree and starts to scratch its nails.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any other pit traps nearby?
Nope. It proceeds to push on the tree.
Song's
the tree
gonna
move?
start stepping towards the tree.
Does it like move?
Coconuts fall.
Ah, I pull Song out of the way so they don't fall on her head.
Yeah.
It proceeds to walk back into the clearing, almost ignoring you.
Okay, Song is just gonna keep following.
Hang on, I want to grab one of the coconuts. Is it a magic coconut?
It's a coconut.
Just checking. We can drink it. Oh my god, wait, I can cast ceremony on the coconut and we'll have holy coconut water.
Oh my god.
Fucking excuse me.
Please! Oh my god, hear me out. We make like
one vial's like equivalent to a coconut's worth.
Oh my god, hear me out. We make coconut mud masks, like with the holy coconut water, so our skin is super nice before we go to the party.
We can use them as improvised weapons and just throw them at Dad.
Hey, Daddy Dearest, yeah, screw you, just launches coconuts.
He's like, where the fuck did you even get the coconut?
And
They're not native to this land. Are you implying swallows carried them?
But yeah, Song is just gonna kind of put her hand in Storm's, and start kind of following the cat back into the clearing, and just, were you the one that Rictavio had in the cage?
It ignores you.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
If you went there willingly, we're not going to take you back. We would love to help you.
It goes back into its cozy spot underneath the bushes.
I'm gonna ask, are you like really a cat, or did someone turn you into a cat?
It squints at you.
I'm just checking.
I mean, if someone did turn you into a cat, we could fix it.
It sneezes.
Oh my god. Do you know anything about these super important bones that got stolen out of the place where you were?
Its legs shuffle slightly.
Did you take them?
It ignores you.
Can I convince you to help us find them?
It looks at you as if like, I'm not a dog, I'm a fucking cat.
You would be rewarded for your efforts. We
I'm
do have
proficient
many.
in animal handling. Can I give it a go?
Roll it.
Yeah. Okay. 11. So 17.
It is dismissing of you.
Ugh.
I think Song's gonna give like a little squeeze to Storm's like hand, and then she's gonna slowly start walking towards the cat.
I am watching at the ready in case this cat tries to attack you.
And when she's close enough, she's gonna crouch down and pull out like the bacon and stuff, some of it that Therian had handed her earlier in the day that she hasn't used yet, and hold it out to the cat.
Oh my god.
It ignores you.
I'm gonna call the kobolds who are still in the wagon. I'm gonna be like,
Pig!
Lenny and Glenn, Laffy Taffy and Lenny. I'm gonna be like, Laffy Taffy Lenny.
They pop out, seemingly having new trinkets upon them.
Yeah, I'm gonna like point at the cat. I'm gonna be like, how are you guys with animals?
They back away trepidatiously.
They go
You
back
get
into
the
the
sense
wagon.
that saber-tooth tigers are natural predators.
Oh, well. Never mind then. I'm gonna be like, do you have any cat food? Thumbs up, thumbs down, boys.
They have a small sapling of a special plant, but they don't want to give it up.
Catnip.
No, it's catnip. Okay.
The tiger starts to smell and starts to prowl closer to them, and they begin to back up more and more. And as it's happening, they begin to close it more and more.
Close
The door,
Close what?
I think.
So what's happening is that the kobolds have the catnip out, right? And they're trying to back up away from the saber-tooth, but the saber-tooth smells the catnip and is trying to get to the catnip, and it's freaking the kobolds out.
Okay.
Could Song
I'm gonna be
recreate the scent with her prestidigitation and just put it in a different spot?
You feel the spell fizzle.
like, fucking counterspell. Okay. I'm gonna just say to the kobolds, just like stay very still as I also walk over and like put hands on their shoulders.
They draw a T-Rex and then question mark.
They draw a T-Rex.
And question mark.
The T-Rex from the thing.
Oh my god!
It's asking is its vision based on movement, but I realize you've never seen Jurassic Park, so you don't understand the reference.
Sorry. I would suggest you just drop the plant. They'll
They
leave
put it
you
in their
alone
box.
then.
I'm gonna put them back in the wagon.
I like to imagine you just picking them up and just sitting
Yep.
them nicely. Okay.
Just
So what
grabbing one
languages
and
do
they
you
grab
guys
the
know?
others. Huh?
What languages do you guys know?
Common, Celestial, and Draconic, and then Twin Cat.
Okay.
Common, Draconic, Twin Cat, Infernal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait, you took Infernal?
Yeah.
Oh my
'Cause
god!
you
We
took
took the
Celestial.
Yeah, I forgot that we did that. I thought we took the same. Okay. Does that help us out at all, Theo?
Nah.
Oh.
Wait, Therian speaks Primordial.
Mhm.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah. Well, you know, you almost hear some muttering, but it's not a language you understand.
But if Therian were here, would he understand?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you the language because it would be too ridiculous.
Oh god.
Saber-tooth cat language.
Is it goblin?
Obviously, it's Sarah Cochran.
Is it goblin?
Wait, does he have a top hat tattoo?
Are you trying to get close enough to examine?
Oh, Song's
I
been
mean,
following him the whole time.
Yeah, we've been
and
kind of
she-
up close with this cat.
Yeah.
It has very sharp appendages, and you have very low health.
No, she's back at full.
Yeah, and she's also not trying to harm
Even
it.
your
And she's offered
your
it food.
maximum is low health to this thing.
Okay, well, she's offered it food, and we pulled it out of the pit and everything. I don't think it wants to tear us to pieces yet.
The
Okay,
best
I'm
way I
just-
can describe its current attitude towards you is generous toleration.
Yeah, Storm's just gonna be like, okay, Song, this thing clearly doesn't want anything to do with us, and I don't want anything to do with it, considering how ungrateful it's been. So
It's
let's just
nissing
go and
you.
meet up with the others.
Well, I don't want to leave it out here by itself, Storm.
It'll be fine. Look at it.
So you guys are about like 100 feet away from the carriage at this point, right? So what it's gonna do is
No, wait, I just said I put the kobolds back in it, so we're like in front of
gotcha,
it.
okay.
Yeah, we're near it.
So it's gonna do a cat stretch and then leap on top of the carriage.
Oh, so you're coming along then? Are you sure you don't want to ride inside? It'll be more comfortable.
I don't think she wants to be.
It starts to scratch the top of the carriage, and the horses are very upset.
I'm gonna be like, I don't think it wants to be near us. I'm gonna go try and like calm down the horses. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, it's all right.
Song's just, even though it didn't want it, she's just gonna toss the bacon up on top as best she can.
You hit you hit like its side of its face, and it looks very disparaging at you.
I'm sorry,
You'll
I
be
just
fine.
assumed that you would be hungry, and I thought you could keep it for the ride. I did not mean to hit you. I
It
apologize.
smells something. As a squeak of fear emanates from the carriage.
Ugh, I go to join the kobolds.
It smells the piggy.
Okay, listen. I don't want to sacrifice the pig because it's really fucking cute, but also if it would make the giant saber-toothed tiger be our friend.
I would sacrifice the pig. I'd be like, take it.
Rude.
I would. Okay. Listen,
I
I obviously
imagine-
don't want to sacrifice the pig because it's a source of food. But like,
Yeah. But I think at that point, Song is just gonna go a step closer to the inside of the carriage and just, you're welcome to stick around as long as you like. We will not harm you. And with that, she's just gonna step inside the carriage.
As you're halfway inside, it proceeds to do a howl, and the horses go off.
Oh
I
god.
was calming the horses.
You got
Yeah,
inside the carriage with the kobolds.
Okay, how are you gonna calm them when they just heard a fucking saber tooth behind them?
They wouldn't know what a saber-toothed tiger is.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So
you also
can
said you joined the kobolds in the carriage. So I
Yeah.
think you're in the carriage at this
Yeah,
point.
you
Song
guys,
is like in the door.
So Song, you're at the edge of the carriage. Song's manages to hold on, and then like she kind of grabs you doing the whole like fucking Titanic thing. She grabs you like with one arm and gets you inside the carriage as it goes off.
Can we just say Farian's inside, and then I'm gonna like spider climb onto the top of the carriage to grab the reins so I can sort of steer the horses and not just have them charging into the wild so we don't fall into another pit.
Oh yeah, I assumed Farian would have gotten back up front where he always
Farian
is.
would be handling it.
Okay.
Yeah. But as they're inside, I think Song just sits down in front of Storm and is just,
There's a
have had an
slightly
awful
swishing
day.
tail on the window.
Oh,
I'm tracking it with my eyes, fighting the urge to like bite it.
Yes, Song already has a hold of Storm at that point. She sees her eyes tracking. She just reaches back and she just, remember, keep control of yourself.
Meanwhile,
Fine.
Song has to be held back in order she doesn't pat the tail.
Honestly, probably is part of it. Like, she's just like, no animal likes her. Like, that has been established canonically. And she's just like, love
One of the
me.
smaller kobolds is looking at it very curiously.
I'm gonna be
would
like, no touching.
Instead, and I think with that, Song's gonna motion towards her like ruined outfit and just, can you repair this? You're tailors, right?
They look at you in your homely dress, and like they feel offended that you asked to repair.
She wasn't wearing her. No, she wasn't wearing her.
Your homely outfit. Then.
Your ugly clothes.
Song like is offended. Like it's just plain on her face because she can feel the judgment. And she just, you can repair it while we're at the event.
They draw a metal barrel and a small fire.
No.
You are not going to set this on fire.
Look, if you hate the dress that much, then can you make her up another one?
They nod.
Thank you. You have to be proactive. You can't just criticize.
You are one to speak.
I am the one speaking.
And so after a
Storm?
while, this is happening. The kobolds are resisting, playing with the tail. And the carriage arrives at the gate, where a
Can we
vastly...
say can we say that like on the ride to the gate it was like a short rest because we're just sitting down?
No.
And can we say that the girls got their mother's mirror out at one point and like
Yeah,
got
you
cleaned up?
begin to somewhat clean up, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna okay.
And then the Valator, much changed, and a disappointed Linebeck arrive.
I think this is a good place to end it for the night.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, not a bad one.
Yeah, especially since Varian took off.
And the party can be next session. And
yes!
that gives Theo an actual week to properly prepare for it.
Give us the top tier party.
Yeah, nah. I'm not doing the whole 5 page of prep shit no more.
Black.
You
That was
say
the best part.
Yeah.
It's
I loved
so
your
much
thesis
fucking
statement.
work, dude.
But we
And
appreciate
what are
all
you
the
gonna do
work.
in the meantime, huh? You got anything else going on?
Play Minecraft.
I have hobbies besides D&D.
Like Minecraft.
Like
Like playing
Minecraft.
Tarkov, my fiance.
Tarkov?
Yeah.
What's
That's
Tarkov?
a whole fucking thing. So what do we name the session?
Insight check the Raven.
I would say Baltor gets
something
his
to do
wish.
with something to do with Spilf.
I would say Baltor gets his wish, and we meet Spilf.
No.
Okay, listen.
Just do Voltor as a Spilf.
No. No. I do not condone this spilf ilf bullshit.
It's okay. Just wait until we get like the sylph, like which is the salted.
No.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's always been a Sylph.
He has
That's
not
been
always
from the
been
beginning.
a sylph.
Since the
No.
beginning.
No.
Day
It cuts
one.
to him like getting out of the shower with an 18-pack somehow. Like his entire body's riddled with muscle.
Ugh. He doesn't have hot energy, Theo.
Zero body. Well, he hasn't been described either, so no one except I know
but
what
you
he
don't
looks
know.
like.
Here's the thing: is we don't need to know what he looks like. It's the energy he exudes.
It's the vibes. He has rancid vibes.
He has rancid vibes.
Okay,
Thank you, Queen.
what if he slaughters a few dozen peasants in front of you? Would that make you happy?
That
Queen?
makes him worse.
Yeah, it just makes it even more rancid. It goes from rancid to rotten egg rancid.
Okay, but like, okay, so let me get this straight. People dying
Smell
is great, but people
sulfur.
dying isn't great. You're confusing, Queen.
Smell of sulfur.
Mm-hmm. Queen, I'm glad we're in agreement about this.
Prestidigitating like the smell of like burning vinegar.
Oh my god.
Tough crowd.
He doesn't give off I can fix him energy.
Okay, listen. You don't even call us out.
We could make him worse maybe if we push him too far.
Yeah, we could make him worse. I don't know if we want to though.
I haven't even met him enough to come up with an opinion. All you've had is third-party info.
Comment. No, and he talked to Natalia one time, like a creep.
Yeah,
and told you to go to him.
Like a creep. What kind of normal man comes up to you and is like, "Hey, this is my first time talking to you.
Come
to my
his
place."
First time talking to you.
As a man approaching a woman, even mentally, you should know you have to be careful.
Exactly.
I think y'all are out of it.
Okay, you know what? Maybe he instead should have appeared as some gluttonous monster so Natalia would try to adopt him.
She does not. Natalia has not tried to adopt any gluttonous monsters. The dogs just showed up.
You still tried to adopt them.
Trixie, come here.
Okay, listen. She had no choice. They were like mistress, and she was like, "I guess I have dogs now. I've never had a pet in my entire life. Dogs."
Meanwhile, Toasty was like, "Yes."
I was thriving.
I got 2 cats, and they immediately died.
How would you feel if you arrived at Strahd and Soulforger was there?
What?
Anyway.
What?
Well, I heard Soulforger. What would happen if you arrived at Strahd and Soulforger was? And because I moved my headphone,
like at the Strahd Castle.
Song would be like trying to like get him to like her, because that's just something that's happened with Song. She's like, no animal has liked her. She's always failed her animal handling checks, but like she wants them to love
You as
her.
a player would be like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" Explain.
Yeah, I would be freaking out. I would be freaking out.
I
In
would
any
assume
case-
it's something like the Minions in the Gru movie, where they just canonically are supposed to serve whatever is the most evil being around. So with the lack of Dark Sister or whatever, they were just like found their way here.
Oh my god. Um,
That's
but
the
I
name,
vote like
you know,
Volt.
that's the name of the session. Animals hate song.
No, I vote like Voltor gets his wish because that was like one of the really big things this session.
That's true. That's pretty. that's
Yeah,
pretty nice.
Bernos, you should have to come up with the title.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with that one.
For
I'm also really tired.
justice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do a wish upon a shooting spear.
I love that.
Oh, that's really good. That's
Okay,
really good,
alright, that's
actually.
it. I wish upon the shooting spear. Action.
I wish I may, I wish I might have a fucking spear tonight.
May it sparkle, may it shine, may it blow my enemies up into vine.
God.
Amen.
Shia
Alright,
LaBeouf.
thanks so much for listening, everyone.